Ugh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are here at FFF number 98. How is everybody doing tonight?
Hopefully
I am
well.
Amuse. This is Pack.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself anymore?
It seems like we have a casualty there in the back.
We do.
Um,
This doesn't usually happen, but it's a special
yeah.
day, of course, because
It'll
we
get
are
cleaned
only
up.
2 away
2.
from FFF 100. That's going to be the biggest event of the year.
Oh yeah.
Biggest event for us, biggest event for you. We're going to have a lot of special stuff. We are actually going to be doing more of that planning this upcoming Monday, so we'll be sure to send out extra announcements then. But just to give you a little sneak peek, planning on running ultimate doubles and 2 other side brackets
Okay.
at least. So there's a lot of other fun to come out for that event. So we would love to see you.
Oh yeah.
But right now, we'd love to see you here because we are running, of course, Ultimate Doubles, Street Fighter, Poker Tournament, and I think Brawl. And, of course, me and Pack here are just responsible for guiding you through our Ultimate bracket. Speaking of which, why don't we take a look at how many people are here tonight?
Absolutely.
Last I checked, it was 66. Let's see if we went up any.
As you can see in the back, already people flooding in the doors, getting more and more busy.
67. We went up by 1.
Ooh.
Let's go, team.
Oh yeah.
So I believe this is actually perhaps our smallest FFF of the semester so far. I mean, still biggest biggest local in AZ by far.
Oh yeah.
However, of course, we have Parent Week for 1, and for 2, we have Rise and Grind out of state. A lot of AZ reps are there, even some GCU. Our beloved Crandor should be playing right now. So give a huge good luck to all of them, and we'll hopefully see them back next week. They should
Absolutely.
be back this Monday.
And that's what I'm wondering. I wonder if we'll see, any parents in the bracket today. Maybe
You
Simply
joke.
Turtle's father.
You joke, but last year I played Mason Realm's dad in bracket.
That's awesome.
It was extremely funny. Maybe 2
Okay.
years ago, actually, because we were in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
all well and good.
So very fun.
Yeah.
Well, the person in the back is no longer deceased.
Okay. Oh, they're resurrected.
back.
I
They're
was
back.
just when I was beginning to grieve and move on.
Yeah.
So furthermore, what else did I have to say about Parents Week?
It's a great question.
Oh, of course, this is actually pretty important that we bring to you the knowledge that we are powered by Rockstar and sponsored by Canes. We could not be able to run this stream with the wonderful equipment we have without those sponsors. So
Absolutely.
definitely show your support for them just like you do for us. Speaking of which, a lot of people, a lot of familiar faces who I've missed are back this week, and so we are hopefully going to be getting Canes after bracket tonight, and so it's going to be really nice to have everybody mingling together.
Oh yeah. Sounds very solid. And that's the beauty of this, one small thing kind of leads to a bigger thing, which leads to just a branch of joy. You start with maybe just a small Smash tournament on a college campus, but as the years have grown, we've grown to what we are now, and that has even kind of overflowed into side brackets, into getting food afterwards, which is just great to see like that community grow and build and just be so amazing. Something we can be a part of.
Yeah, the year before I got here, this was basically a COVID local with single-digit entrants every week, and now it is again the biggest local in AZ by far. It's gotten 100+ entrants multiple times this semester already, and now that we are almost done with our late start weeks, we are surely to see that boost back up even more again, especially
Absolutely.
for FFF 100. You got to come out. But again,
Have to.
for FFF number 98, I remembered my earlier note. I had saved it. What it was that even though we have some people out of state, especially top talent for Rise and Grind, that means the ones that are still here now have the chance to move in a little uncontested. And in particular, I believe our top 3 spots are Felix, Cyclone, and Shy, who all 3 in their own right could win FFF pretty much any week of the month.
And have.
They all have,
Very
probably
true.
multiple times. So it's going to be very exciting to see those 3 contest each other without a bracket that has like Krupp or Stroder or Skylar or any of those other really big heavy hitters that might have stopped their run otherwise.
Absolutely. So I think we're in for a good bracket tonight.
Yeah.
So as always, buckle your seatbelts because
Speaking of AZ's top talent, I believe GCU's own varsity member Jinx is also in Rise and Grind. So he's not going to be obstructing any bracket paths either because he did
Really?
extraordinarily well last
Yeah.
week.
And just the weeks past, he's been
Yeah.
performing great. As of all the GCU students, we got
Yeah.
kind of a crack team, but it will be interesting to see kind of how that turns out.
No, yeah, the way so I actually observed tryouts this year, and the way I knew that we were looking for a good semester was not noticing how great our varsity team is, but how cracked our JV team is.
Yeah.
Because that means the people who weren't quite, just barely missed the cut, are still like pretty insane
Very
above
good.
like years past.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that the people who did make the cut are
Next level.
next level.
Next
Yeah.
level. Very true.
I actually do wonder who we're going to be sending up for our first stream set. I have heard rumors that Galaxia is making his return to stream after a really solid pop-off 2 weeks ago. I mean, I don't know if you've checked, ladies and gentlemen, but GCU Esports, look up GCU Esports, go to the website. There should be one of those 3 little bar tabs, the expands, news. We have some writers here from our campus. I'm one of them, and Ceramics is the other, who put out articles about GCU Esports events. And Ceramics, Tom, mostly handles FFFs so far, and he put together the article, and the thumbnail is that pop-off with the Galaxy Riley going like, yeah, for the set that he lost, by the way. So it's
That's how you
extremely
do it.
funny. Like, he was like cheering even though he lost.
I want to see him win now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, imagine the
yeah.
pop-off when he wins.
Really insane. So very true.
Yeah.
So one can hope. Hopefully, we'll be looking forward to that. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, I think we're kind of in that weird spot. I think we're kind of gonna start getting into the bracket in just a little bit. So hold tight.
Something's wrong with the. See, this is the other thing. Even though it's still okay, so it's still again 66 people. That's probably like double or triple what other pretty large local, like what other comparatively large locals are in AZ are still like half or a third of the size of FFF, and we are still like, and this is our smallest weekend. We're still that much bigger. However, that we are smaller. Another thing I like is the really communal vibe we have. Ceramics is giving his announcements, but his microphone is like turned way down from what it would usually have to be. And he's kind of just like chatting with the room. And I mean, even if you look behind me, you can see there's so many people. We even have Ags. There he is, right there.
Wow.
Gatlin, Pineapple X.
Whoa.
That's the mark of a good commentator for locals. If you have to start learning everybody's names, which is
Yeah.
I'm glad I picked that up as a habit, because when I did compete, I tried to call everyone by their name and not their tag, unless it was like strictly against their preference. Then I'd be like, okay, Stoder,
Like Guillermo.
Guillermo, yeah.
It would
But,
be cool.
Oh my goodness, I just saw who we're pulling up stream. Insane.
Ooh.
Anyways. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm glad I made a habit then to learn everybody's names, because now I just already know everybody's name. Because now I'm kind of bad at learning names. I am a assistant director on a short film that I'm working on for a friend, and we were doing a rehearsal, and I forgot the actress's name like halfway through. And I already know this, but the assistant director's job is primarily to handle actors and grapple them and make sure that everybody's doing what they need to do. And so I'm at this rehearsal, all I'm doing is supposed to be, I'm the main person giving feedback, especially because the director was acting in this scene. And so I'm like trying to make sure everyone knows what they need. And I was like, Jessica? No. I was like, Jessica? No, that was the last one. I was like,
Just go every name.
I was like, and I go through another name. I was like, no, that's her character's name. Well, I can call her by her character's name because we're at a rehearsal, and you do that. Like,
That's
oh,
normal.
No,
That's
Jessica.
normal.
And it was, then I found out what her name actually was, and I like turned to the cinematographer. I was like, it's this, right? And he was like, I think I remember hearing that. And I'm like, one of us has gotta know. Come on.
Someone must. Someone must.
I was like, who among us has been keeping track of who we're even working with? Come on. I was like, because I'm bad with names, which is why, like I said, I make the habit of trying to call people by their names when I meet them. I'll be like, hello, Parker.
There we go. And yeah, you get it in that kind of routine of
Exactly.
like whenever you see them now, you think, oh, this is their name.
A big problem is that when I'm in like a group text for like a class project, I don't make everybody a contact in my phone. Even though the whole point when you make a group text is the first message you say is your name, so everyone can assign your name to your number. So I just go, Micah, and then I don't assign anyone's names, and I go, and so then I meet them in class, and I'm like, hello, everybody, people I don't know the names of because I've done no effort to keep track. However, enough with that anecdote because we did just finish it. We are officially ready to start round 1 of FFF number 98.
Get
Ladies
hyped.
and gentlemen, we got Ags and Lost One.
Yeah. This is going to be absolutely insane. I want
Yeah.
them to just start it at this point. Stop the waiting. Like, let's go.
Wait,
Let's
what
go.
day is it? I think it's the 11th, right?
It's
Is it
the
11th?
13th.
2 days before the end of Hispanic Heritage Month, so tap in. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. So we got Jacob Aggs and
And
Kevin
we're
Lost
getting
One,
right
and we are
into it.
right into it. Let's start it up. All right.
Get hype.
Sephiroth Samus. So
Oh.
apparently Lost One's picking up a new character. I haven't seen him play anyone but Kaguya. Probably well over a year. He occasionally pulled out Ganon, especially in the story. But Samus, I have never seen him.
Like the new update to Axe.
It might even be a special counterpick for Axe particularly, because, you know, Axe obviously has a pretty slow, laid-back play style. So pretty much picking the best character in terms of being. Back that up on my nose. See that nice and great under the platform.
Last 30 seconds, Lost One is red. 2 of Axe's spot dodges to grab.
Yeah. Also really using down the depth to avoid Axe. He got caught up by the depth.
Definitely just wild.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lost One's invincibility ended there, to be honest.
Yeah, and it scooped him up.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Axe is starting to catch onto the jump habit. Is he going to jump from ledge again? Rolling in, nice.
Forward tilt to work eventually.
I was like, pretty much just repeating that interaction 3 times in a row. Forward tilt, spot dodge.
Oh, not quite going to hit him with that nair there. The backer, beefy. This goes absolutely wild. Lost One just not being able to rack up this damage. Started real strong. I think Ag's just doing a great job with ledge guarding here. That kind of is how he kind of built up percent this last stock.
Wow, nice catching the forward air to stop Ags's ledge guard there. Extremely strong counterplay from Lost One. Oh, Lost One, however, now is kind of throwing out a bit of laggier options that are being punished by Ags. See, the thing is that Lost One is really forced to approach here when he needs to hang back. The problem is that Ags has pretty much built up a lead now where even if Lost One wanted to build some more space, he has to approach. Especially because Ags now has him pinned on the corner. Because the thing is that Samus does sometimes want to retreat to the corner, but not with their opponent on top of them.
Very true. Kind of just lowers your options because you can't really charge shot.
Yeah, and we now have 3 stacks of Shadow Flare on the back. 2 dash decks in a row. All right, no 3 stock for Ags because he did just SD there. But, I mean, he SD'd with Soul, and that's really what matters in the game.
Passion over practicality.
Again, Lost One has been doing a pretty good job at landing these grabs. It's just a bit apparent that this is a character he's a little bit less experienced with, at least that I know of. But at the same time, you still can see that he is putting in work to learn this character.
Getting a little saucy, but maybe too saucy. Not going to be able to recover there. I liked the wall jump there, but maybe wasn't quite it.
Yeah, the last one would have been the last one. Sorry, it was the same syllables. Anyways, the wall jump would have been really strong for the mix-up to recover there. It's just Ags was all too prepared for it, really.
Imagine like a wall jump reverse, like neutral B.
Yeah, I was like, that would have been insane.
That would be sick. Like, what a timing mix-up. And then you combo it into like a grab or something. I think he was, like you said, he was getting those grabs, but was not quite.
Sorry, I was plugging the stream. What's up? Go ahead.
He was getting those grabs. I just don't think he was really capitalizing on the advantage that he got from those grabs. And that can be a tough thing. Like, you can kind of win neutral, but how much further can you push that to really get the stop and get that percent? Yeah,
that's what I was saying. That you can tell that he's practiced. It was not his first time playing Samus, but you can also tell that it's just not as strong of a game plan as his other characters. Because, exactly, he was landing those grabs. He knew where the openings were. He just didn't know what to do with them.
Absolutely. Now we see him going back to Kazuya, so hopefully.
No recovery. That's a little unfortunate thing that we've kind of seen throughout this set, and you can tell it's starting to discourage him a little bit in his expression when he loses. That he has now lost at least 2 stocks to recovery, which is really unfortunate because obviously one of the main first things you want to learn with Smash is how to get back to stage. And how to survive once you are knocked off stage, because that's where a lot of people will try to. That's where a lot of people are trying to take advantage of bracketing experience. If someone could tell, if someone finds out it's your first tournament or something, the first thing they're going to do is throw you off stage and see what you do. Yep.
And that's something, especially just as the first match of a tournament, can definitely be kind of annoying in a way. But I think
and that's what I mean is that if you've attended more tournaments like Ags and Lost One has, if you die to just a unfortunate SD, it gets even more discouraging at that point.
And even here we see just Ags running away with this game so far, 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, it is pretty important to mention how apparent it is that Ags is really fired up tonight. I mean, he had a pretty unfortunate run at TGZ last night. I mean, it was GCU into GCU into PR and there's really nothing you can do to console a guy about that.
That is very true.
But now, like I said, he's clearly fired up and ready to perform. I mean, he was discouraged last night, but I tried to talk him back into competing, and so he's back on his level today.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to kind of clap back from that. It's looking like a great first match for him. He seems to be playing very well.
Absolutely.
Last one did manage to get that first stock, so hopefully that can kind of turn into something good. Maybe he can start to bring this back.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone, Kazuya is a character that can run away with a win. A little too early on that rage drive. Again, he's getting a little desperate with the kills here. Oh, there is one.
Oh, at 59,
yep, all right, it's coming to last stock, ladies and gentlemen.
Anything's possible.
Did you see that dash? He got the dashes.
Oh,
last one is like
he's
that.
Moving. I didn't know you were chill like that. Okay, that's insane.
He's got the
He's got
down to it.
It's over.
Electric. I didn't know the last one was like that.
Oh, that forwarder's gonna do it.
All right, I saw a
Great
glimpse.
comeback.
For a moment, I saw a glimpse. I was like, the hope is on. The hope was there. What you call? I just heard him say. He went, "Hey, yo, I was cooking there for a second."
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I love most about Lawson as a player is that he is 100% optimistic no matter what matchup he's going into. There was like I think last SSS or something, he was going to play like Stroder round 1 or something, and he was like, "Okay, guys, this is my chance." And we were like, "Yeah, that's my goat.
This is my goat.
Speak your truth."
Yeah, he started in the living room and he was chilling, but he made his way to the kitchen in the end,
Exactly.
there,
and he cooked.
And he cooked.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
It's
like I
like
said, 100% optimism, because that is a thing that a lot of players lack as they kind of go on, is that they kind of lose that positive mindset of wanting to win rather than just not wanting to lose. Where it's like being afraid of losing will take you a long way, because you will play like you're afraid, you will play like you have a lot to lose, but playing like you're just having fun and you are satisfied whether you win or lose, but still having that drive where you know it. Like, you see your motivation for winning as playing more Smash Brothers. Like, that is a lot of times where a lot of players can kind of reach their peaks.
Absolutely. I had a question.
Hey, but no! I just saw them delete my name. I was just like, put it on stream, show everybody the crime that they're committing, but it's already done.
Unfortunate.
Ah!
I had a job application that I was filling out, and one of the questions was, do you love to win or hate to lose?
Yeah.
And
it's telling.
It's very telling. And so my first thought was like, oh, I just hate losing because I don't like losing. Because I don't have to win. Like, winning is okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose. But then at the same time, like, if you really want to win,
yeah,
and then you're just kind of having fun with it.
For me, I'm kind of the other way around, where it's like, I don't care that much about, like, losing. I just like winning. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Well, that's because I'm just a casually minded person. I mean, obviously, that's why I'm here and not up in the big leagues anymore.
So it's very true. I must have answered it right because I got an interview.
Yeah.
So
nice. Did you get the job?
I got a second interview.
Ooh, nice. Is that good?
Did not get the job. It was for
okay.
It was for a marketing internship.
Okay.
And I am majoring in mechanical engineering.
Yeah. Okay. So they said you're overqualified.
They said he was like, why are you?
I've gotten mail about some of those where they're like, oh, we're hiring, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to sell my soul like that.
So
it's like
it was someone that it was the insurance company that my family gets insurance from. And so my dad was like, you could just apply to this internship. And I said, sure.
All right, we are now ready for our next matchup, actually. It is the one that I said I heard rumored about earlier. It is Pineapple X and Galaxia.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we hyped up Galaxia a lot of the pre-show because how we ended up on last week. Or the week before, I think. And however, Pineapple X and Galaxia are both. Was this random? No, he shook his head. Okay. Because it is King K. Rool and Gambit. So I guess they were just feeling it.
Oh, yeah! Big boys.
I'm not saying neither of these two can play neither of these two can. Anyone kind of can play K. Rool or Gambit when it comes to a casual match, for sure. But competitively, these characters are not
very true.
Galaxia has been using a lot of killer strikes, though, with using the armor stuff like F. Really spending it out there. You're looking to play with stuff going out. Very nice. That was probably the most reactable moment counter I've ever seen in my life.
I just realized, like,
yeah, oh my god. Hey, so this is how we're going to become.
Look at this guy.
really into it. Okay, now he's gonna recover.
Okay.
All right, Pineapple X. Let's see that. Let's see that air dash.
There's the counter. Even stocked. Oh,
Yeah, that I said that upper actually is extremely good for getting people off stage because of how it sends out like that.
Very true. Just a good move. I just want to see someone die.
Because obviously it's essentially meant to be like Falcons but slower and stronger. But it sends less up and more out, especially. Well, I guess the Falcons can send out as well. But it just depends on the
Yeah, it's still interesting. Pineapple X. Wow. Getting that shock, but counters are coming in clutch.
He's actually getting close to ledge there. You could have gotten him punched really hard with the get him attack, but avoid that. Pineapple X unable to recover. I mean, it's pretty much it's Ganondorf. What do you want?
True, true. He's a simple man. Oh, he's jumping.
Ganondorf is a simple man with a simple plan. He's just throwing out the kill moves now. He's kind of just ready to end this. Especially now that he's ledge trapping here. We saw empty short hop. All right, Galaxia made him wait a little bit so he wouldn't be ready to challenge him out. This counter pretty strong as always.
Is anyone's game here? Last stock. Big forward tilt. And
wow!
Tilt sideways.
Again, just like I'm saying, just the failed recovery is going to put him in the grave.
They'll do it for that first game. That's wild. I think
so I want to. What I really want to see is. What I really want to see is the character switch-ups that they make for this next game. Because, again, the K-Rool Ganondorf, it was not bad on either player's part. It was scuffed is the word.
Not maybe what we were hoping.
What we doing?
How did we get here?
How did we get here? What do I need to do to avoid this? There's my D&D group. Look at them. It's them three. It's Dan, Sydney, and Dom.
Nice.
Sitting behind Ethan. Ethan 04 is sadly not in my D&D group. We'll talk to him about changing that. Maybe we can get that fixed.
Wow.
Link. Now he's Link and Ganondorf.
Okay.
All right, he's literally. You can tell the Galaxia is in my boat of not competing in this game as much because I was like, he is playing whoever.
Oh yeah, he's just having fun. Even with Pineapple X, Ganondorf pick.
Oh my God! I realized a crucial detail I forgot to mention. It is Friday the 13th. This is officially second spookiest FFF we will have.
True. That's amazing.
Obviously, there was the Halloween FFF. You missed out, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years back, there was a FFF on Halloween, and it was one of the most startling events we've ever had. But of course, 100 will be even better at that point.
I know.
But
it's gonna be.
Speaking of huge, Pineapple X is back on Ganondorf, and Galaxia is on Link, and so we have the canon matchup officially. Maybe that's why he went to this. Because again, I haven't seen him play this character.
But he's doing good so far.
Like with Pineapple X, it's obvious. Ganon is fun. I don't know how else to say it. He's bad, but he's fun.
Maybe Galaxia just came off of that Tears of the Kingdom grind.
Dude, the Tears of the Kingdom grind.
Wow!
Wow!
Big dash.
Knocked out of the park with that dash attack. Ganondorf.
Bong.
Again, Ganondorf has the big moves. What can I really say? Like once Pineapple X gets Galaxia to a decently high percent, he's gonna pretty much change up the game plan to one thing: hit him with a big button. That's all you really need to do.
Yep. Go big or go home.
Finding the room for that button is hard.
True, but if you press enough buttons, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Straight to 69.
Okay, you went way too off stage. Stage control is now completely in Galaxia's court. And the second hit of that F smash. What a perfect mix-up from the last time he used that move.
And catches that down. Great placement there.
Galaxia actually could have used that bomb to because it went right below him. so he could have recovered high. But of course, that recovery path would have been a little less linear, which could have gotten him around Pineapple X, but it would have put a lot of damage on him, so Pineapple X would have probably gotten the kill even easier.
A little rough to get. It's not canon, apparently. This is like the start of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, no, this is the fallen timeline or whatever they called it back in the day, where he like dies in upgrades. All right, here's that bomb play. His bomb play is interesting, but he usually only positions it with boomerang, which I like to see people Link's moving bomb with something like tilt.
I see a lot of I saw him do it once. I've seen a lot of
Nice, that downer.
Big downer.
Insane.
Oh my goodness. Send him straight down.
That was, okay, wow. I mean, he still died for it because he couldn't recover. But that's just such an insane play because if that downer did not connect, he was a sitting duck. Pineapple X would have like Punched him pretty much instantly.
Oh yeah. It was a big commitment, high risk, high reward, but he got the reward.
Exactly.
Didn't
I was
quite
like,
work out for him in the long term, but that down air was crazy.
most people who gamble quit right before they make it big. That's a proverb, a tale as old as time. And he said it's ready. It's time to cash out. I'm ready for it, and he cashed out big. I mean, he still got punished immediately after Pineapple X came off of Halo, but that's a different story. We're talking about the sauce, ladies
It's like
and
when
gentlemen.
you win big and then say, "Oh, I can win more," and then you lose it all.
It's early rounds. It's not that serious.
No. Oh,
it really isn't that serious. It's King DDD Ganondorf.
This is insane.
FFF attendees will play anybody.
Oh yeah. There is
Pineapple
no
X
meta.
actually will not, apparently. Apparently he has stayed at Ganondorf for this entire setup. What is up with that? Because he could lose here, by the way. You could get sent to losers from round 1.
This could be it for either player. I want to see a pop-off from both, either way.
Yeah, they better gentlemen that are popping up. Because, again, it could make the article just like always.
Okay. Big trade.
This is FFF 98. Wow, I cannot believe we come this far. My first was like 52.
That's wild. Probably the same for me.
Yeah.
It is funny to see how the weeks pile up, especially not going in the summer. It seems slow, but look at where we are now. It's very cool. Galaxia.
Yeah, imagine how far we'd be
Gets
if we
this
played it during the summer. Wow, it is completely even stocks, and Galaxia did the classic crouch to taunt, essentially, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because DDD's crouch animation where he just stays laying down. So smug. However, he is now going to messed around by Pineapple X. It seems he didn't take that taunt too kindly.
King DD, the original gangster of Smash. Gets.
He's got the voice for it, too. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
That there Kirby.
I want to see him singing Gangster's Paradise.
That was possibly the laggiest option he could have picked as the dash attack on shield. But the punish against it wasn't that strong. So, you know, at that point, oh, wow, the forwarder caught past that. Yeah, if you're never punished, then mistakes are okay. That's what I always say.
True. It is interesting kind of to see like how people on reaction punish things. Because if they're not punishing you hard enough, you can just keep doing it. It'll work eventually. Big forward smash. Not able to grab the ledge.
Oh, no, he didn't cancel it. I mean, I think he was trying to take Pineapple X for another spike.
Pop-off.
Hey, where's the pop-off? There it is. All right, there it is. Oh, no, the room cam didn't see it. I'm so sad.
Oh, unfortunately.
That's okay. The people did, and that's what counts.
Oh, yeah.
We do this
That
for the
was
people.
Awesome.
For the
Always.
students, for the off-campus attendees, for everybody. That's
Well-
the thing. We got a pretty good mix of our batches here tonight. Of people here from
Absolutely.
off-campus, people here just for side brackets, people here for as students. It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
I really wonder what it's going to look like at 100. I want to advertise the crap out of it, frankly. I want to like be
Tell your friends.
I want to be tabling
Tell
basically
your
every
friends'
day.
friends. Tell your pets. Tell your parents. Tell your cousins. Tell your teachers. Tell everybody. You know, anyone's welcome to come. If your English teacher wants to come to FFF 100, they sure can.
In fact, I'm gonna talk in our little group chat about that right now. If there's any word about tabling, because I would really love to table.
It would be very funny. I'm sure. I mean, the thing is, a lot of times it's just lack of knowledge. Because if people knew how legit FFF was, naturally, it would be even more popping than it already is. Because we're just this small little building, which isn't very small anymore.
Cover it.
So if it keeps
At
growing,
the
and that's what we're trying to do, we
Yeah.
can get even better. Make it better for you
Alright,
guys,
alrighty.
make it better for the people coming and playing, and
Got it.
it's
All right,
gaining.
I'm really excited to play that event because we are going to be putting in our work now.
Oh yeah. Moving to this next match.
We have Bright, and I'm actually not familiar with who his opponent is. I
I-
just got seated.
I'm not sure what the tag is, but
Yeah,
I think he plays Ganondorf.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Back-to-back Ganon on stream.
Oh yeah.
FFF
Heavies.
98 is a treat.
Oh yeah. 98 is great. You know what
98
they
is
say.
great.
And heavies are always fun to watch. So,
Speaking of heavies, Bright, of course, the resident Incineroar at GCU. So
yeah.
I'm excited to see his play as always.
very fun always. So it is interesting just to see the spread of characters that you see just throughout the world, really. I know some places tend to have, a more trend of a certain character, but here it seems like we got a lot of heavies tonight, and
Yeah.
I am all for that.
Speaking of character diversity, Arizona is actually very famous for that, of playing like the weird whack characters that you never see get play anywhere else. So we have like, I mean, one of our top players for the longest time has been an Isabel. So like, what am I really
And
saying?
no one plays Isabel, but B-Rice goes
But B-Rice, yeah.
insane. It's very fun to watch.
We actually had a few Isabels here. That's the funny thing. Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. Yeah, we had a lot of Isabel. We have a Bowser Jr. We have Jinx Wayfit. At just GCU, our top players have been K-Rool, Incineroar, like late Ultimate Pichu,
There was Steve
Meta
for a
Knight,
bit.
Steve for a
We
while.
forget about that.
Steve for a while.
Oh yeah,
Of course, he's banned now, but that's different.
it's very true. I was playing Steve earlier.
I just heard. Speaking of
and-
Meta Knight, I just heard Anarch Zero. I heard his voice from on high. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
I was playing Steve earlier because I got him in random
Uh-huh.
and was like, "This is a character.
Yeah.
This is definitely a character."
There are some
Very-
characters where if you've seen someone play them once, you can probably play them to a decent degree in like a.
Very true.
I mean, obviously not in like a top 16, top 8, but in like your first rounds, you could probably go a little far.
Oh yeah, I've played Terry once in bracket, and I've won with Terry once in bracket. I saw it.
There is.
I saw it.
didn't-
It's
yeah,
not
I actually
the
didn't.
it's not the hoodie. It's just the shirt.
I didn't see. Oh, I see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we are all very familiar with Parker's beloved Maruchan
hoodie.
Ramen hoodie. Someone else has the shirt. Actually, let me. Sorry, I'm doxing
There
him.
we go.
It's right there.
Right. Yeah. There we go.
No, right there. Oh, he's covered up now. Right there. See his yellow?
It's hard
You
to
can
see.
see the orange sleeve right here. That's what gives it away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's yellow and orange.
I was wearing it and eating Maruchan ramen
Yeah.
the other day.
Uh-huh.
And just like I wasn't wearing it. I made ramen and went, "What am I doing?" Quick, put it on.
Yeah.
This is meant to be.
I had a ramen shirt that for the longest time was like my laser round shirt. It was an instant ramen shirt. It was white and then it just had like the orange and brown like logo on it. It wasn't yellow like yours. Sorry, I wasn't as soulful as you.
I was committed.
But yeah, I put it to lounge around, and then I got better shirts to lounge around, and so I unfortunately got rid of it. Now I have one that's like, "What's up, llama?" It's like a llama shirt I got from Vegas.
Ooh.
Speaking of Vegas, two characters who are high rollers more than anybody, especially Incineroar here. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the revenge mechanics, one of the strongest counters in the game in terms of how much it really explodes the skill power.
This game is not as much of a gamble because these players are both just going to need to play with a lot of thought. As much as heavies can be very mashy, it seems like, just pressing big moves. A lot of methodical.
Speaking of playing methodical, Bright, I just want to call out, has been reading almost all of Russian's options here, especially when he had his ledge trap on the right side there.
As
I
seen
was like,
by
he perfectly read the neutral get up with the lariat and then baited and jumped and hit him with the back air. It was insane.
that second stock, right? Showing why he's on GC varsity.
Yeah, I mean, he was a top player here for quite a long time. Still pretty much is undisputed varsity champ. Now this year he's got competition with Jinx. So, oh my God! Mushy took him with the side B suicide kill, and that is gonna even up things a lot. Again, that's what I'm talking about cashing out. Where it's like if you already have a big percent deficit and you're stocking behind, or especially if you're stocking ahead, by like that. Wow, Bright is not messing around tonight, and I have seen Bright mess around before. Wow, he is going off stage for this. The up B spike.
That'll do it.
He missed the down air, said, "I'm going back for more, baby."
I will get this. And that Ubby will do it for that first game.
Yeah, wow.
Explosive match. And he just kind of had it on tap. No fear for a second, just complete confidence.
That's what I said. He was in his opponent's, like, brain
From
worms.
frame one.
Yes, since frame one. Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it.
You would think that he's been stalking him the whole day
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
been writing down all of his habits.
The whole week, really. I mean, he was in a trench coat, had the newspaper with the holes poked in to, like, look
He's
through.
like, yes, this person went upstairs. That means they're like jumping. What?
He was like, he opens the door. with one turn of the knob. Clearly, you will neutral get up from the ledge.
Clearly.
I will respond with the darkest lariat.
You got the whole thing mapped out. All set.
Speaking of mapped out, this ladder is about to almost lead to an early kill. Oh my goodness, the Cheeto Fingers just barely missed there. Wow, the uppy kills! And he grabs the ledge. That's disgusting!
The timing, the placement, he knew what he was getting into. Goes for that double down air. Probably thinking of maybe an up and just trying to cheat at this point. He is in his bag, his element.
All right. That side B. Oh, it's not going to lead to anything much because Mushy was not able to get the read there. Unfortunate. Another ladder. Leaving him down on the platform. That's exactly where Bright wants him. Bright's still sharking here. The juggle just will not stop. Okay, it's top now. Sorry. All right, but there's that nair.
We get a few small moments of neutral, and then straight to just brawling it out.
Yeah.
Little wait there from Bright.
And that dash attack is not leading to anything just because Ganondorf just does not have the aerial movement to chase there. Wow, he just killed himself with an up B on accident.
Oh no.
That up smash is still not going to kill. Another up air. Bright has just not let Mushy touch the ground the entirety of this game. Wow. And there it is again. He took the kill this time. Wow. I'm surprised that he couldn't get the kill with the up smash, but he couldn't get the up air. I guess there was like 50%.
Oh, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, it was like the continuing the string with down air instead of up air is unhinged, by the way.
Absolutely. You gotta love the combos that just have the most weird directions.
Because the thing is that Incineroar does not have a very strong combo game. Because when he hits his opponent, his knockback is so strong it hits them too far away because he doesn't have the movement speed to catch up and continue. But Ganondorf's airspeed is similarly slow that he can't get away either. So it's like he actually was able to continue that string by dashing forward and down airing.
Yeah, just 'cause what do you do as Ganondorf?
Wow, spot dodging through the side B and using a forward tilt to just end that game. And really that set, ladies and gentlemen. Bright takes it home 2-0 and moves on without a second thought. Extremely strong play there from Bright. Again, like Pac said at the very beginning of that match, showing why he always snags that spot on GCU varsity from season to season.
Absolutely.
I have never seen him not be on varsity in a season where he tried out. I've seen him not try out.
Making it seem like GCU stands for genuinely crazy
upsets. That was not an upset.
That was not an upset. Genuinely crazy, unconditional.
Unconventional play.
Is one word. Yeah. GCUP.
Grand Canyon University plays.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got it. We got it. We got it worked here on the mic. You just worry about the games.
We're in college. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got it. We got it hacked in when we're behind the camera.
Oh yeah.
I feel really embarrassed. I thought I just saw Tobias. It was Nathan player 2 with a haircut.
Hey,
because from the back of his head, I just saw the short blonde hair and the glasses. I went, oh wow,
Tobias.
Toby's looking good.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's back at FFF? But I was like, oh wait, it was player 2. That's
Yeah.
also my guy. That's also in my D&D group.
Ooh.
I won't let that bias my commentary, though, especially because he's playing against also my guy, Luke 10 Rayman.
Ooh.
Never mind, my real guy is here, Jack.
Oh yeah.
He sells hats. He sells this hat. I need to get one.
Solid hat.
I've been intending to buy one for like a year now, and he just doesn't have them when I have money to, when I have spare money to blow on him, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, exciting though. He's one of GCU's young entrepreneurs, I guess I'll say then.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was launching a clothing line, stuff like that. He's just a dope guy all around.
Oh, absolutely.
But he's not playing the game. Who's playing the game is Player 2 and 10 Rayman. Player 2, of course, on Snake, 10 Rayman on Luigi. I highly doubt we'll see these two tap off. The insane, unlikely possibility is that Player 2 will go Me Brawler if
Really?
Vampster is already on the Switch. That is his sole main, his true main. The Vampire Hamster Me. It's a Me Brawler where you take the vampire outfit and then like the hamster phasers, the hamster hood head.
Nice.
And it's
I like it. I hope we see that.
He designed. I don't remember what the names of the moves, so forgive me, or which button they're assigned to. But he takes each one that is designed for a suicide kill. So like any of them that scoops the opponent up and then takes them down with you, he does all 3 of them. And then like the counter or something, it's insane.
That's
it's an insane lineup.
We
No,
will
it's those
not
3
be
and then like
seeing
the
it.
shot put.
Oh yeah. Sadly, we will not be seeing
No
that.
Vampster tonight. Instead, we are seeing Snake Luigi just as expected. Snake is not half bad for against Luigi.
Not
Because
at
Luigi
all.
has a lot of like really volatile matches where he will just completely ruin a character, especially if they are heavier. Which to be fair, Snake is, but Snake is far from combo fighter, such as like DJ. Wow, he really did just run up an upbeat, insane play from 10 Rayman here.
We just killed him.
Anyway, so I know I was just explaining things. This is bad for Snake. What I was mentioning is that, of course, Snake has one of the best get-out-of-jail-free cards in the game in terms of holding grenade, because obviously it explodes after a certain delayed timer and hits you and your opponent if they're comboing you. So it just gets you out of the combo, and it only does a little bit of percent to you. It's always going to be less than whatever they would have dealt to you. Oh, unfortunately, there's times that after match, you probably would have gotten hit by the second anyway.
Both of these characters do have frame one options. Luigi with the down and Snake with the neutral beam. But like you said, I do think Snake is going to benefit just a little bit more off of that.
I do think Rayman actually these two are. I saw seeding for a little bit, and these two are extremely close to seeding. I don't remember who was slightly above the other. Like Player 2 in his heyday, definitely he's probably above Rayman, but Rayman is just way more active than Player 2 ever has in a long time.
Very true. Definitely been on that ground. Definitely a sophomore this year. Has kind of had that first year here, just kind of get used to it. Get used to GCU smashing these SFs, and this year, he's kind of already just getting back into it and staying on that grind.
Yeah, of course. I mean, 10 Rayman is, of course, a member of the GCU JV team, or club team, I guess is what we call it. And he was last year, too, so maybe he's going to be starting working up more and more in the ranks as time goes on, especially because his game plan has clearly been honed right now. I mean, we've seen how dominant he's been playing against Player 2 right now.
Absolutely. Went for another raw upbeat there. Didn't quite work out, but being at the ledge just allows you to go straight to the ledge, kind of forgo early punish.
Oh yeah, I mentioned 10 Rayman's history. I meant to also speak on Player 2. He was, of course, a player here at GCU for a long time as well. He joined in the same semester as, I believe, it was the Zivus, Bright, Simply Turtles, Not a Spy, Player 2. And
Like
Keeganers. I knew there was one of three Keeganers.
There we go.
We literally call it the Generation of Miracles. because like 5 of them made varsity the semester they got here, and it was like insane.
That's wild. Yeah, that is a stacked. We have had some stacked players join, but I think that might top it.
Yeah, in terms of joining all at once, it was
yeah,
insane.
That's wild. And I know Simply Turtles broke his arm and still made the team, which is a miracle
Really?
in and of itself.
I thought that was Not a Spy, to be honest. Not a Spy be breaking everything. Because there was like a famous picture that we had for a long time, which was like Not a Spy like covered in blood because he had completely taken a nosedive off of his scooter or his board or something.
Oh yeah.
So just for just like a week, and I think it was like one of the first weeks I knew him too. Actually, he just had like a broken face.
Awesome. Luckily, he's fine. He's recovered.
I don't know if Player 2 will be, though, because Rayman is, again, kind of putting the moves on him.
Gets the misfire to get back to stage. That first game turned out well for him, and the second game is starting very well as well. Isn't quite going to be fast enough to avoid that mortar.
Perfectly timing that Makita to stop Player 2, but wow! Parrying the side B and capitalizing with the mortar that he had already put in place.
He was stalling.
That is the type of insane gameplay you have to be a good Snake player, and that Player 2 certainly does. I and many others have been on the record saying that Player 2 is the smartest person we know in general, and I think we're seeing that remain the case. Scooping him off the ledge. Player 2 is not messing around any longer. He is going to get that stock even up, though. Right. Oh, I was expecting the down throw. But that's the kind of thing you usually want to save for a little later in the game. Rayman missing that air dodge. I was like, there's no way he makes that back.
Yeah, unfortunate. Player 2, though. Great lead here. A lot different from last game. I think this battlefield pick definitely a great idea.
Did you see what he did with C4? He crouched before he set it down and then blew it up while he was still on top of it to knock the Rayman away.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Again, he has just been on top of him. He has not let him go with how many options he's throwing out here. Between grenade and C4 and Nikita. Mortar too. Oh wow, the tech situation. Rayman comes out on top. I was really expecting for something like an up tilt there, but 10 Rayman was a 2, it turns out, because he was ready with that kind of play.
Yeah, I think he just wasn't expecting the tech situation.
Nice. Perfectly good string from there.
And then the backer will take the stock. Perfect.
He's definitely not going to allow player 2 to recover that high. Yeah.
Blows himself up to avoid the 0 to death.
Oh yeah, I was like, what is that for? I was thinking, is he trying to get rage? I was like, there's no way he got. Oh wow!
That back air, that down smash will do it.
Yeah,
covered all the options.
Yeah, I say
there.
he forced that roll because he could not jump because he got hit by mortar. He could not get up because he would hit by mortar, so he had to roll where he got hit by down smash. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect
great,
ledge trap by
great
player
setup.
2.
Absolutely, and high enough percent where that down smash charged just took him all the way to the other side.
Yeah, I'm glad you caught that with the C4. I was like, is he trying to get rage? I was like, there's no way he gets that much rage from being 21% versus 0%.
Yeah, but just not able to get that 0 death because if you're Snake and you're up by 100%, you don't want to just lose. You know? like that does not sound very fun. I am surprised he opted for the C4 as opposed to just blowing up a grenade. Maybe it's just more efficient, faster kind of. And more, you know, you don't have to worry about not getting hit with the grenade, maybe.
Yeah, that must be just another way that player 2 can come out on top. Because like I was mentioning, the grenade does help you, does help as a combo breaker if you're holding onto it. But if you get caught without it, that would be pretty bad. I mean, especially if it's at 0, because Luigi has that famous 0 death. Player 2, again, stacking some damage on Rayman with those grenades, and some damage on himself.
Yeah, the mortar is doing a great job to interrupt that down B. Luigi has a lot of those combos where they're very lingering and they'll catch you. But if you have a projectile that's just going to interrupt that, perfect. Which is why grenade is such a good option here in this match.
Yeah. Really unrivaled outside of maybe like bombs. However, player 2 is on the move. He is again covering with that mortar, again continuously forcing these air dodges and these rolls. To a 10 Rayman has to just feel really trapped right now. Even though he's keeping it pretty even, 10 Rayman just has so much to think about, whereas player 2 pretty much knows what to avoid from Luigi, and he knows how to avoid it, as we saw with that. Yeah, I mean, he can't recover around those Nikitas, especially if he recovers high.
And that's something we didn't see in the first game. So it's great to see player 2 kind of.
In the second game, I think we saw him able to move with Nikitas.
Yeah. And that kind of, you know, helped a ton. We can see how that second game kind of turned out. Turner in there definitely just kind of get around this, try to not get off stage. Does a great job with that up smash. Not able to get through these mortars.
Yeah, even when he finally does get there, it just forces him to get trapped in another corner by every one player who's up. All he needs is really one up tilt to send his stock to the next level. He's also got mortars ready to go, and I mean, he has the C4, but he already exploded it, so he'll have to place that again. All right, here comes Nikita. Yeah, it's out of there. Okay, I think he just completely has the lockdown on Rayman's recovery routes right now.
Yeah, it's just so linear. It's either horizontal strictly or vertical strictly.
And it's the same thing with his game plan and advantage state as well, where it's like player 2 is playing Snake, which is such a creative, like choose your own adventure advantage state of just trapping and re-trapping and ledge trapping, whereas 10 Rayman has one of the most linear game plans in the game. Luigi really just wanted to get those grabs or down there to the cyclones like we just saw, or you know, get those 0 deaths from 0. So player 2 knows how to avoid a 0 death, and then he knows how to escape any other combo. So really, player 2 is coming out on top here.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's actually just about to close out this set. Again, trying to force that mortar down smash recovery, but 10 Rayman has to play around him now.
Yeah, but here's this
This Nikita, though, he just cannot escape them. Even when he finally makes it past them, the air dodge is what kills him.
It's not looking too good for 10 Rayman at the moment. 130%. Any up tilt
And
could do
C4
it.
on deck. 10 Rayman almost got baited right onto it because player 2 has been dropping grenades on top of it. Uh-oh. I was like, he got thrown with the grenade.
I could have done it.
He dropped C4. 10 Rayman's got to be wary. I like that he doesn't let the C4 stay for too long. He keeps detonating it almost as soon after he throws it out. Because a lot of Snakes, they've set it down so they want you to forget about it eventually, whereas player 2 is just trying to immediately move you into it. Rather than make you forget about it, he just has to pressure you so that you beat you.
10 Rayman gets the dash. And what's hard is like...
He's probably in detonator right now. Yep, there it is.
So yeah, just gonna say nope out of there. So Ten Rayman just needs to be very honest, gonna get those combos, work slowly. He played very safe if he's gonna want to close out this game.
Yeah, the C4 always gets him out of 0 to death damage, and I mean, and the grenade self damage always gets him out of just Luigi's ideal other combos.
Any grab could do it at this point. 171. He is staying alive.
Here comes Nikita though. Is this gonna do him in for the final time? He makes it back. Oh right, that's really crucial for Ten Rayman, but he is still 193%. Here's another Nikita. Oh! He saved it. Like I said, he saved for most of the game really, and he had completely adapted at that point to the fact of this is when Ten Rayman is going to air dodge, and every other time he had just made the Nikita follow so that it would be able to curve into his air dodge. Ten Rayman went, I've adapted. I know how to air dodge in a way that I can get past that missile.
I've got it.
And player 2 is like, it was over from the jump.
No. He knows.
Up tilt.
Oh yeah. That'll end that second.
Again, just like I said, incredibly intelligent player in terms of just perfectly guiding his opponent every which way that he wanted him to move.
Absolutely, and you know that took that second game. The first game maybe just a little rough, maybe wasn't warmed up all the way, and then just kind of adapted through that, kind of figured out the patterns, was able to really utilize Luigi's bad recovery and kind of use it against him with that Nikita, and so. Great job by both players too, though. Ten Rayman able to get it to that last stock, especially in this matchup, can be definitely very tough.
Ten Rayman was that close and was showing really well how he had adapted to some of player 2's earlier tools. He just wasn't able to capitalize on the fact of what player 2 had been concealing. Because I don't think he used that up tilt for the entire rest of the set, right?
Not really. I saw a few, but
and part of what made me notice it is because there were points where I mentioned, oh, even an up tilt will do it, and then he didn't throw out an up tilt. He would like waver around for any other kind of option, usually Nikita, just because he knew he could pick up the easier kill.
Yeah, great patience.
Yeah. But it just comes like, or like when the last time he was in that situation, he went for a down smash, which is, again, is the complete opposite end of his body, a complete other hitbox.
Still legs.
Yeah.
He does not skip leg day, and we can be sure.
So I was like, he made him worry about going through him with those air dodges. So he made him worry about going under him because of the down smash. So the only route left that Ten Rayman had left, especially because of Nikita on deck, meant that he had to air dodge up, and that's why the up tilt was just waiting for him.
It's the only option. It's just a very explosive frame trap.
Yeah. I've been wanting to pick up Snake, and that made me just more excited. I'm like,
oh yeah, such a fun character.
Yeah.
So it's very true.
He's also just like one of my favorite inclusions in this game, especially with the whole everything is here kind of thing. Because I was not into Metal Gear when Brawl was out. I got into Brawl first. But then I got super into Metal Gear, and he was never in a Smash game.
It's like, come on, now I want to play him, and I can't.
He wasn't in 4, so I was like, no.
It's true. It's
4 had like a 5-year lifespan, something like this, which is actually, I think, less than this game's lifespan now.
Yeah, no, I think we're about 6 years almost.
Because
it was 2017.
I think Smash 4 had like 5 years from the time that it launched to the time DLC was over.
Oh wow.
I think. Well, not the time DLC was over, but the time people stopped playing it.
I still remember
that Ultimate was out.
Sora came out my first year here at GCU.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, wait, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So weird.
Closer to 3 at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Look, it's RDNA. He's right here.
Wow.
Actually, part of me feels like I don't see RDNA here that often. He's a TGZ classic. He goes there all the time. Part of me feels like I don't see him that often, but I definitely do. He's just not on stream as often because he's just usually playing in one of those setups. Now, however, we do have our next matchup, and both players are already ready. It is Reflex Cyclone. I'm extremely excited to see this because we saw Reflex play a matchup with a Luigi very recently. I don't remember if it was Cyclone or Rayman. But we know that just like Snake does, Shulk has a lot of options to deal with Luigi. So if anyone is going to take an upset on Cyclone tonight, it could be Reflex. A huge boon is, of course, Shield Art, which will pretty much completely eliminate any of Cyclone's combo games. So Reflex is definitely going to want to save that for a rainy day, especially because he can activate it while he's getting comboed. He doesn't have to activate it beforehand.
You can just react, and then it's very low risk. Yeah. It's very true.
He's just using Buster right now to try and get Cyclone to a higher percentage there. Maybe try and stack some trades on Cyclone.
We are in winners quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, Bracket's been doing pretty nicely tonight. I mean, Bracket moved extremely fast yesterday. Last week. This is smaller than that week. Nice, wow.
The bottom of the forward are just barely clipping him.
Like I said, Shulk has Strong counterplay to Luigi here.
Very true. Yeah, I was surprised at first seeing this matchup because both these players are very strong players.
He used shield to stop dash attack from sending him anywhere.
Looking like melee.
Now he's using Buster to already stack the damage on Cyclone, already to 60 practically. Let's see how far Reflex can take this. I mean, this is getting pretty tense. Of course, those of you who don't know, Cyclone is PR in the state. That is top 10. I think he's actually like he might even be like alive. I'm not quite sure. Either way, he is definitely a favorite to win the tournament tonight alongside Shy and Felix. So that's why I said Reflex having to fight him here is a little unfortunate. I mean, it is quarterfinals. It's not like it's early in the bracket or anything. But he is still one of these few who I can pretty easily see taking the win. Not easily.
Dash attack.
He wouldn't take the win easily, but I could easily imagine. You know what I'm saying?
Very true. Good point. I agree with that. It's kind of a weird wording. But yeah, it's like you're still going to have to put in the work, but it's also not something that would be out of the scope of imagination.
I mean, look where we are right now. He's first stock, and Cyclone's at 33, and he just activated Shield Art to make sure that Cyclone could go with you.
He's not dying. Okay, maybe now.
No, he was baiting it. Wow.
He is playing very well.
He is. He is playing to all of his strength. If anything, Reflex proceeded kind of low tonight.
Yeah, very strong start for this first game. Just going to need to quick close this out. Cyclone, though, getting that first stock. They can just start for something big. Similar to like what we saw with Ten Rayman and Snake, where Snake can just grenade, blow himself up, and kind of nullify that 0 to death. That's also similar. Smash with the up tilt is going to take that.
So here's the thing: there is true stance change.
I've got a good rhythm going.
That's PT and Pyramithra. There's buff characters, like characters that like constantly apply buffs to themselves, like Wii Fit, where they have like deep breathing and salutation. That kind of enters them into a different mode, but it mostly just changes their properties. It doesn't really change their thing. Same thing with like Cloud's Limit, where it changes a lot of his movement options, while also giving him 4 super moves. But then there's Shulk. So I was like, there's true stance change, just buffing, and then Shulk, who's kind of like a false sort of stance change, where like he has multiple buffs, but they completely like revolutionize his game plan in each state. Well, not his game plan, but just his properties. And that's why I'm comparing him to stance change in particular. Because the biggest benefit to being a stance change, like Pokemon trainer, is you can select for your matchup. But the biggest detriment is that you can never have the strength of Ivysaur and the strength of Charizard at the same time. Especially not like the strength of Ivysaur and the strength of Squirtle. That's just not switch order. But with Shulk, you always have the strength of base Shulk. And you can then modulate your other strengths and weaknesses, not just to the matchup with the character. Like you can use Shield Art more heavily for Luigi, or Speed Art, or Jump Art to move around his options. But you can also, wow, the misfire is so important for Cyclone. You can not only select for your matchup, you can select for individual moments of the game. You can say, oh, I'm getting comboed, Shield Art. Oh, they're low percent. Buster needs damage. Smash to knock another target like 40. Again, see, that just sends him nowhere. Okay, the air dodge in is really important. He could have just upbeat there. I think he kind of knows that. That's why he shook his head.
I think Shulk is one of the highest skill ceilings of any character.
Absolutely. Pretty high, like a decently high skill floor as well.
Very true. Very true. I think like it's one of those characters that you see first and you're like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to do any of it.
Yeah.
And then when you just get further, if you really...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
RGD is nodding. He was like, yeah. It's like that's what I was like trying to explain in layman's terms. I was like, he has like a half dozen modes, and I was like, and each mode completely transforms not just like his matchup, but his stats as a character. With Smash, yeah, he'll die a lot earlier, but he'll kill a lot earlier.
It really is like you're playing a different character each time.
That's why I said he's so comparable to stance change, even though he's not really a true. He's not switching to a different character. It's because Shield Art Shulk and Smash Art Shulk are night and day, but are both crucial to different matchups, and are both crucial to different parts of each matchup.
Well, and then you get Buster, where that's just its own thing of like, now you're just playing safe, but you still want to get damage.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Okay, that is pretty much that is like a really strong strength from Cyclone there. Yeah, blocking the upbeat, pretty classic there. But, oh wow, Reflex was threatening a let go, backing off as he realized he could just take a kill with Smash Art. It's about the clock is ticking on Smash Brothers. I don't know if he's gonna get it now. Yep, there it is.
No, the Smash Art is not there anymore. The Shield Art is still on deck, so it's gonna be a little tough for Cyclone just to kind of close this game out.
He's really just using speed arts to just hit and run there. I mean, especially because he was trying to reload the timer on his other arts. Exactly, that's what I thought. He was buying time for Monado to come back, so he can just take this with an easy move. He is gonna have to be very careful. The only thing though is that the only like big instant kill moves that Luigi has that he can throw in here are like, I would say the stuff there would be like up smash, up B, down B, and those are all like things that Reflex can just not only like keep his distance from, just like that, but he can also just like react to them, and he can just do so much to stuff them out. So that's why he's like not really concerned about going to Smash Art, even though he's at 80. It's because he knows that it's like there is not a lot that Cyclone will do to me instantly to kill me.
Yeah, 179.
And especially not that he can use to close that distance. So that's why Reflex has been hanging back so much this game. And there is the kill. Nice play from Reflex. Incredible set. I mean, 2-0 is pretty insane. That's a huge upset. They are giving a hug. They're hugging it out. That's always lovely to see. Chatting it out a little bit. Yeah, he's talking about right now. He was like, yeah, it's my art switch. He was like, that's what you were having trouble dealing with. Insane play from Reflex. I mean, I've been starting to really enjoy watching Reflex play just because of how interesting and freeform Shulk's playstyle is.
Absolutely, you kind of just do what you want with
We've
it.
been getting a lot of those characters. We got Snake and then Shulk. It's really interesting because, like, obviously, again, there are some characters like Luigi, no shade, where it's like they have a straightforward thing of what they want to do. Yeah, like linear. Yeah.
And as fun as those characters can be, it's just a lot different than characters like Snake or Shulk.
And it's funny that both Luigis were paired up into the the more creative freeform characters.
So, and I mean, both times I think it can be hard just because Luigi isn't a character that can really kind of get around some of those creative options, because those creative options tend to just carry so much more option coverage, so much more devastating results if you're successfully pulling them off. Just like Nikita off stage, you get to do a little loop-de-loop, but it can kill you. Yeah,
that thing is that like between Luigi's like neutral with Zaire, and to be fair, it's only Zaire, but it's still good. And then his boxing and especially his combo game more than anything. His combo game and Zairing and neutral are the things that will really like take out a lot of players, whether they're seasoned or not. It's just that there are a few characters who have the tools, where it's like if you have the tools to get around Luigi carrying you from 20 to 120 or 0 to death, you win the matchup.
Yep.
I was like, if Shulk gets, like, let's say, like he's there in a neutral, and then he lands and grabs, you know he's gonna down throw and he's gonna start the 0 to death. Shulk all has to do be shield art.
Yep.
And then now, now you're not getting 0 to death. You're gonna get left off at like 20, maybe 30.
Yeah, you're fine.
At which point, like, there's nothing Luigi can really do to you more, especially because Shulk has all of those options that just far exceed Luigi's neutral. Like I said, Luigi only has Zaire. I was like, he has some boxing tools. You'll see him jump with forward air sometimes, like to try and bait something in.
So,
but more than anything, it is a game of Zaire, and it's just not something that he can really do much else besides when Shulk has all the tools to just get around him and just jump back and forward air.
Yep.
We'll beat out everything that Luigi has in neutral.
And we didn't even really see too much edge guarding on Reflex's part, but it didn't really matter.
Unlike with Snake, where it was kind of crucial. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for a TGZ Classic, we have Ags and RDNA. These two are, like, I was going to joke bitter rivals. I would say friendly rivals because they're literally doubles partners. RDNA is just such a beloved member of the AZ Smash team. He's one of our biggest posters, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.
Whereas Ags is, of course, a long-term member of GC Varsity. And both of these two play at off-campus events all the time. That's what I mean by Classic for those of you at home who may not know. So these two have quite a bit of experience against one another. I will say RDNA comes out on top more often than not. There was a brief stretch recently where Ags was starting to win more, but just like that, RDNA has turned it back around and is now on top between the two of them. So let's see who contributes more than a record tonight. In fact, I wonder if I can find their head-to-head on PG sets. I'm gonna try.
We should.
I was like,
I
love that PG sets still runs.
I know that Ags is a computer science major, and assuming that RDNA likes RDNA enough to make his tag RDNA, I'm assuming that both these players are going to be doing a lot of thinking.
What is RDNA? Because I always think of mRNA, which is a completely different thing.
I don't really know. I just know that it's some part of biology or something. Yeah, I do the math. I do not do the biology. They used to have mechanical engineering take biology, and now they do not. And I am very glad for that because I'm not a fan as important as it is. Let's see it.
Head-to-head comparison. RD Nasty, 17 sets played. You want to hear their record? And this is from Ag's perspective. And he's 3-14.
Oh wow!
It's like Ags, RDNA currently has a 14-3 win ratio on Ag.
That's
so it's like
insane.
even if Ags was like just starting to turn this around, like I said, I think I had the right hunch that RDNA is pretty on top of Ags' games. And a lot of it might be down to matchup where it's like RDNA is just comfortable at the range that Ag likes to play at. Because again, like I said earlier in the stream, Ag likes to run away and poke with stuff like F-tilt. Not much else besides F-tilt. Again, it's that linearity. Whereas RDNA just has the options to not only get around that, but really just go through it.
That up smash just straight through.
Yeah.
No hitboxes. And gonna capitalize off of that scramble.
I feel like even Ags didn't think that's what that was gonna kill. Like he was like, okay. He like did that little nod. That was really funny.
Hey, we take those. Ooh, unfortunate recovery, just not quite gonna make it. We're already on last stocks. Gonna try to do a little bouncy.
RDNA is Ags' second most played player. The only other one is Curb Starry, who has an 11-8 record.
Okay, but yeah, 14-3 is.
It's rough.
It's rough. It's rough. But at the
It's
same
nice for
time,
RDNA.
how much greater then is the comeback? If you're like these games.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like their head-to-head is very what's the word? Polarized towards RDNA. But their like skill gap is not that wide.
Not at all. Not at all. And like I'm sure all of those matches were close.
Yeah. RDNA definitely has more of an X factor than Ags of like popping off at events. But Ags has like a consistency that you really just don't see. You only see like every like 1 in 100 players in terms of like who can actually perform consistently to a high level at the events they attend. Like RDNA can like have a higher high.
But a lower low.
Yeah, but a lower low.
Very true.
I was just going to say a lower medium.
Yeah, that is also true.
But I guess that would only be really tested again if Ags wants to TGV even more.
Catches the roll with that up tilt.
Better yet, if RDNA comes to FFF even more.
Oh yeah. First, we already see maybe a little bit of an upset. Ags taking his first game, getting that up tilt roll read. And that's something where I'm assuming they've played enough together to where you can kind of get that last stock and that clutch there for that game, because both of those players were very high stocks. But luckily, Ag is able just to clutch it out, just showing that he's on that grind. He is on that grind, and he won't give up. Even though there's not the best record and the odds might not be towards him, he's still going to push through and just kind of stay on his game.
Yeah, I was hoping to see if I could find the game counts as well to see if they usually go to like game 3 or game 5, because it is important to mention, first of all, this part of bracket is still best of 3. We're almost to top 8, but not quite yet, so we are still best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to know, I was like, do they usually go to game 3? Ags is up game 1, but is that telling that he might take the upset here? Or is it just the usual pace of their matches? And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Luckily, this would be easier. This is the time to get that upset because it is just best of 3. You don't need to have that endurance maybe. You just kind of want to go all out on these games. I think that's such an important part of playing this game, as we see in all fighting, is endurance. If you can kind of keep your energy consistent, keep your thought process going the whole time and not really getting lazy. Because, 2 games in a best of 5, this is your 5th game in a row.
Yeah.
Like, you can get tired, and if you're thinking that much, like, you're making decisions, and that it takes a lot of energy. And so these best of 3 sets is kind of a point where you can just put a lot more thought quickly.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about saving your energy. You can be more aggressive.
Yeah, I always say that we run best of 5s in late stages of bracket for a reason. because it is more competitive, even if it takes longer, because it gives both players more time to adapt. That's why the game 1 win is so crucial for Ags. This means he could just run away with the momentum here. Whereas, like, if RDNA usually wins in a best of 5 after losing game 1, doesn't mean he's going to win a best of 3 after losing game 1. So,
yeah, there is no game 4. So there's no game 4 clutch. You can see Ags keeping his first stock and just growing percentages here on RDNA. Countered so much percent. Not looking great for RDNA at the moment. We see a lot of rolls. Both these players, I think, are just kind of trying to not be predictable. It's like, I'm going to roll because no one rolls ever.
yeah. It's kind of the funny thing, right? is you're like, I'll do it because no one else does, and then you realize the reason no one else does.
It's because it's not good.
Yeah, it's because it's the bad option.
If you've played a lot of CPUs, they like to do the jump air dodge.
Yeah.
And my friend and I started doing that for fun. And we were like, this is a great option. And then
Nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's talking. What is this new tech?
Wow, Ags caught RDNA's landing with a strong dash attack.
That takes the stock. Very strong.
Nice F smash. RDNA, I mean, Ags is just not afraid to just throw out these big moves here, even at low percent here.
Yeah, raw options for raw damage, but it is not a mistake. He's doing these on purpose, and it's working out. I wish we could just like play music on this stream. I think it'd be funny if Promiscuous Girl started playing. I don't know why. That's how it's feeling here with Ags. He is feeling himself, and he is being promiscuous with these options.
And that he is. I mean, he is pretty much ready to take the win here. Fully charged up B. That's an Ags classic. It would have been more classic if he went off stage with it. He said he does not have the time to mess around. Again, like I said earlier in the stream, this is why you got to tune in early, ladies and gentlemen, is that Ags is fired up from having a really devastating run at TGZ tonight, last night. And so tonight at FFF, he's like, all right, even bigger event. So maybe even more pressure on, especially for his school now.
True. Scholarship revoked if he loses.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, RDNA, GCU, suffix RDNA.
Oh, yeah. I think, like, a lot of tournaments will have that where, like, the first few matches, it's like, it's just kind of like the build-up. Like, no one really cares. But not here at FFF. Here we've got good matches all around.
That's why I said you gotta stay tuned in. We had like, what was it, Lost One?
Ags first
Lost
game.
One Ags, yeah.
Absolutely hype set, and that's the first one we've got. So it is cool to see that. Makes our jobs even more fun because there's never a dull moment with these guys.
Wow, RDNA was just starting to perfectly time those parries. I mean, he caught the landing there, and then he got demolished by the rising back air.
And he makes that set count 4-14, and he's slowly building back
He said
air.
no one beats Ags 15 times in a row.
No one beats Ags 15 times. It is so true.
Yeah.
Just kind of stopping that trend. We're going to hope that he can do that in the future. But now's just the beginning.
Yeah,
he's moved to 4, and
beginning.
4 is more than 3, and that is all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. He's just got to win like 10 more times,
10
right?
more.
Something like that.
It's nothing. It's nothing. I think it kind of puts his win rate above the 25%.
Yeah. In fact, let's see if it updated right now. It definitely didn't. I was actually going to check the bracket link, however, just kind of see where we're looking at for bracket right now. I mean, what part of bracket? Because we're almost to top 8, right? Oh, my goodness.
It's above the 20%.
It's Curbstari, Penguin 01.
I can do math. Oh, more GCU. Why? Because GCU is good at this game.
GCU versus GCU.
Woo!
Hey, bracket
There
conflict.
is a reason for that.
Carpool.
What is it called? Conflict of interests?
Yeah. You should call it carpool kill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you think about it, all these GCU players pretty much living at GCU, maybe not bright.
TD was asking Penguin 01 what color to put. He said, you choose my color. What a nice guy.
What a nice guy. So true.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Penguin with all of his outfits. I personally like the one with all the little Waddle Dees on it, but they are all very good alts.
I had just a little strand that was like sticking up away from the rest of my hair. Anyways, yeah, Penguin 01 says he only hates the monochrome one because the hammer is not also monochrome. It just sticks out like brown.
That's just weird. Yeah. But other than that, you got 7 good alts, and we'll take that. So,
Yep. Good alts go a long way. If your character has bad alts,
how are
sorry,
you
it's a bad
supposed to?
character.
How are
Bad
you
character.
supposed to like get in your element and feel good about
exactly.
yourself?
How are you
if
supposed
you're
to like
playing
switch it up during the match?
That's what I'm saying. When I play Kirby, green doesn't work out, we're getting angry.
Yeah.
I'm putting on the heat. We're playing red Kirby.
Red
It's that
Kirby.
kind of stuff. It's that kind of stuff that you
Exactly.
just have to have those
So,
options.
Sora is a great one because you can literally go, "Hi, it's me, Base Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. Oh no, I lost game 1. Valor mode Sora. Oh, I won game 2. Time for game 3. Ultimate form Sora."
You just move up the rank. The same with Meta Knight.
It's a best of 5. You're like retro Sora.
You go to the wisdom one. It's like
Yeah,
I'm
wisdom.
feeling wise today.
Wisdom in game 4. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Meta Knight is a funny one because you're like, it's game 5. Galactonite.
No one's ready for it.
They've got to add Morpho Knight, bro.
That
I'm
would be so cool.
waiting for
Oh
it.
my goodness. I think like
What is he called in game? Like Angel of Death or something?
really.
I think so.
I haven't really paid
'Cause I
attention.
know
to
Meta
that.
Knight is always introduced as like strongest swordsman in the galaxy.
But Morpho Knight is.
I'm looking that up
scary.
right now. It's like, because that is what he is. Morpho Knight is there's a little orange butterfly you see in all the Kirby games, and in one of the most recent Kirby games, it turns into like a Meta Knight kind of design styled character, and his name is Morpho Knight because he's a Morpho butterfly.
Butterfly.
And he is essentially like the god of death or something. It's
Kirby games
kind
are
of
so
insane.
funny. 'cause
yeah.
you're like,
I don't know
look
if
at
you've heard of. I don't know if you know this, but Kirby lore goes crazy.
It's like, oh, look at this cute little ball that like shoots stuff and turns into stuff. Like this is so cute. And then he killed like the
Okay.
god of death. And you're like,
Fluttering
how did we
Dream
get-
Eater. That's what it is, dude. Look at how sick that looks. That's like
Look at that
that's
guy.
the ultimate Meta Knight render,
That's
but like modded to look like
awesome.
Morpho Knight. That's awesome.
That's so cool. I wish maybe if in another Smash
Maybe next
game. There's so much potential with some of these alts.
The
where you're like,
the Sakurai favoritism clearly is there because of like the Kirby and Meta Knight ults. Oh
yeah.
wow, they're flexing on stream.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. All right, DDD, Pokemon Trainer. We're gonna have a time. We did just talk about stance change characters. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to tune in next time if you want to hear my analysis of Pokemon Trainer.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's enough.
I'll refresh your memory. I'll run it back. I'm kind to all you viewers. I love you all who tune in for FFF every week. I mean, tell your friends, to be honest. You should be spreading it. Oh, all right, we got Youngulode, Starry. Also known as Penguin 01.
Where is the origin of that name?
It's Crandor speak. If you know Crandor, he came up. He was going, you're Youngulode. This is your attack now. He went, okay. It's supposed to. It's just like a really distorted way to say goblin. I mean penguin, I guess. It's like if a goblin said penguin. Actually, you like you run into a fantasy creature and you're like, hello, I am the heroic knight, Penguin or what? And they go, what? And you're like, yes.
Close enough. Solid. I mean, it really flows off the tongue, so I think I'd take it.
Yeah, so now it's just his in-game tag. It was his starting G tag for like a second, but he changed it back, unfortunately. Which is sad, because Penguin 01 is clearly the worst one.
Wait till he turns into Penguin 02.
I always used to say that when we were like coming up in the scene together. I was like, hey, they should call you Penguin 02. And he would like outperform your bracket by like 3 rounds. It was funny.
I love trash talk.
Yeah.
I think like that's what's fun about playing this game just casually is just that like I can trash talk so much more and just not have any backlash for it.
That's what I remember covering to a lot of people at the training for commentators here. I was like, okay, certain level, like, okay, you are expected to be unbiased. However, in a fighting game, there is a certain amount of trash talk you can kind of expect to occur. Shouldn't encourage it. And I was like, but don't like blame a person for the person they are. You can make jokes about their character or their playstyle. You don't make it about the person. You make it about the person. You are the person.
Very true.
Yeah, so it's like, don't do that.
People gotta learn how to trash talk. I was playing basketball the other day with my friend, and we were playing these two guys that we decided that we asked them if they wanted to play for fun. And we're having a good time, and my friend and I started winning, and one of the guys we were playing against started like making fun of us and trash talking us. And we were like, one, this isn't how you trash talk. And 2, you're losing. You
Yeah.
can't trash talk. But fun trash talk, it can be very good. I think having siblings is something that you kind of get used to that almost.
Yeah, I've been there. I have 2 older brothers.
Yep. Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, I was like that. What about you?
I have an older brother and a younger brother, so I get both ends.
So I was like, you have both
I
experiences.
get made
I'm trapped.
made fun of by the older one, and I get to make
You're
fun
the
of the
bully.
younger
You're the
one.
bully for the other.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wow, Curb
So-
Story is bringing this back. I mean, Young Load just pulling ahead for a little while.
Yeah,
but
not much to make fun of and trash talk. These 2 players doing a great job already on this last stock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most of you are familiar by now, but Penguin 01 here is a member of GC Varsity. Curb Story is a member of the club team. Was Varsity just last semester, and Penguin 01 hadn't competed last semester. So both of these 2 players are neck and neck. I mean, because that's the thing. Even though Curb Story is in club, you should absolutely not count them out because, like.
Even last semester.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, like they came into GC with some of like the highest expectations ever because we were familiar with them as a member of the scene before they ever like came here. So we already knew that they were an extremely cracked player.
Curb Story definitely showing that just head-to-head close matches. Up tilt, don't see too much. Switching to the Charizard, definitely where Curb Story is more comfortable. But that up air,
He's gonna do it. Yeah.
taking him straight up.
Yeah, I mean, you hear it referenced every single Curb Story match and every single event. The Charizard is the most comfortable character that they have for sure. Even if their other characters could be better for certain matchups sometimes. I mean, I'm sure Zard wins DDD because, like, again, most heavies do.
True.
DDD's so bad.
Very true. Very true.
Banjo and Kazooie.
I think the one thing that DDD has going for him is just mix-ups.
Yeah.
Which is definitely something that Penguin 01 takes advantage of and does a great job of just having that recognition of like, here's when I should do this.
Yeah.
And this is going to give me the advantage. Just like we saw earlier with player 2 and Snake, is just there's certain options that you might not want to use right away. You might want to hide your hand. Save those cards for later. That's something we see here as well. One thing we didn't see, speaking of just not using certain options, I don't know if we saw any flare blitzes.
Oh my goodness, what was that string?
He took him all the way.
He just forward it. What is he on?
All the way to the end. Straight to the blast zone.
Clip it.
Dig that.
Don't mind if I do.
It is hammer time.
Yeah. He went, don't mind if I do. It's really like you can sometimes tell. I don't know if any of you guys at home watch Yeet Smash. You can tell when the brother is just not touching their controller. and Penguin 01 can tell too because he's like, he got the first forward air. He's like, well then another.
Let's keep going.
Okay, that hit two. Well then another.
Big.
You're still holding in. I guess we might as well go for 3. And then he went for broke and took that kill. Insanely strong play from Penguin 01 as Curb Story now wraps it back around to even stocks. The thing is that Squirtle should be insanely good in this matchup. It's just, again, yeah, you're already at 70. You're going to die.
Oh, yeah. Small little turtle versus big penguin.
So really, Ivysaur has to do the heavy lifting? Again, it just feels like Curb Story is not as comfortable on Ivy as they are on Zard.
Very true, very true. That's something that's very interesting about Pokemon Trainer and any of those stance change characters, like we said before, is there's such a steeper learning curve in just that you have to learn all of these characters who all have different styles.
Especially with PT over like Pyramithra. Pyramithra, it's not only is it straightforward.
It's a sword character.
What, yeah, like not only is it straightforward what Pyro wants, it's straightforward what Aegis wants, and they have enough in common that if you learn one, you're kind of learning the other in tandem. Where it's like Ivysaur, Squirtle, and Charizard are completely different. They complement each other, but they're out of order. Like,
very true.
Yeah, it was like with Pyramithra, it's switching between 2 back and forth. Same thing with when it was Sheik and Zelda back in the day. But these 3, they alternate in an order. Where it's like, again,
so much more depth.
I was like, if you are Ivysaur and you need to be Squirtle, you have to go through Charizard, and that is bad.
And not good. You do not want to.
If they gave Pokemon Trainer a wheel like how Shulk has, instantly jumps on the tier list.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, you want to go from Ivysaur to Squirtle? You also take 60%.
But the thing is just that because the characters are so different in like size and movement speed, frame data, and just general game plan, like Ivysaur's mid-range, Squirtle's close range, Zard a bit of both. All of those differences mean that it's like, again, like I said, you can never have Squirtle strengths and Charizard strengths. You can never have Ivysaur strengths and covering for Charizard's weaknesses. You have to switch between them at every time. If you want to have all 3 of their strengths and have their weaknesses compiled and all covered for each other at the same time, play Rob. Don't play Pokemon Trainer.
Very true.
But it's like with Pokemon Trainer, but with the Aegis, like again, the characters are similar builds. Obviously, their frame rate is extremely different. Their movement is different. But they have enough in common. You are switching between characters for your advantage state, not for every aspect of your game plan.
I do always like to see just people who kind of play the character that they enjoy.
Yeah.
Not meta. Like, you could play a better character.
Yeah.
You really good. Like, there's better characters than King Dedede.
Yeah.
But Funny Penguin. And we
Well,
like
that's
to
the
see
thing,
that.
is that like Aegis is a better character than Pokemon Trainer. Is a better stance change character than Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer and Aegis are still completely different. And if anything, again, I would say Pokemon Trainer represents the ideal, like the platonic ideal of a stance change character better than Aegis does.
Very true. But now we're moving on to Game 3. Curbstar, great job closing that game out. And it was very, back and forth, but in the end turned out in favor of Curbstar.
I feel
moving
like
on to this Game 3.
I feel like Penguin 01 sets always turn less into hype and more into me just like giving my lesson plan of whatever I prepared for this matchup. It's kind of funny.
Today we'll be learning about.
I do love doing this sometimes, just like lecturing on a subject. It's kind of fun.
I like to ask people, if DCU offered you a job as a professor after you graduate, would you take it?
I would. First of all, I need a job. Second of all, I wish, like, obviously, I love film, and I would teach film, and I think I could do a half decent job eventually. Not right now. But I wish I could just be a professor in like miscellaneous studies. What does Micah feel like giving a hour-long lecture on today?
Micah's talking today. You
Yeah.
don't know what it's about, but
Yeah.
you're gonna learn something.
Yeah.
That would be really funny.
And it's like, obviously, you usually go to the class for the subject matter, not for the personality of the professor. But with art majors, that's different. Whereas like every film professor is a completely different like character. It's funny.
I had a class in 6th grade called Performance. And what we did was we watched movies. And you'd think, oh, so you like looked at like movies like it was like a film class. No, the quizzes were all about what happened in the movie.
Yeah. Well, yes, because they need to like. Well, that's like step 1 to becoming like a filmmaker is being able to watch movies actively and like recognize
Okay.
recognize what it is, not only that's going on, but like why.
I wish I had those kind of classes.
Yeah.
And that's great.
No, I joked. Like Penguin 01 actually was a conversation I had with him where he said he's like college classes aren't that hard, and I was like I agree, but I'm an art major, so my perspective is skewed. I literally have the meme of like, oh no guys, I got watching movies due at midnight.
Oh no, yeah.
Like that was my freshman year.
Literally. I wish. I just get to do math.
Yeah. Oh yeah, engineer.
That's literally it. It's just.
No, I came here with Galaxia, Srailmix, Penguin 01, and then myself, and so I was like, okay, 2 education, 1 business, and then 1 film. So just a really productive quartet we had there.
Oh, that dash attack will get the 2-frame. Huge damage. Whether he gets the stock off it or not, will definitely help bring this back for Penguin 01. All these games super close. But like you said, we've seen a lot of Ivysaur, this great adaptation with Curve Start. Just making sure you can kind of get the most of that matchup, even if you're maybe go for it. Sniping with the Gordo.
Nice.
Oh my word. It's 2 for 2, 2 for 3. Still the forward air. On to this last stock. Gets a little speed boost there.
Yeah. Down there is going to lead to a lot here. Not necessarily, I guess, because he did kind of just drop the string, but of course, Curbstar again had plenty of ways to escape. Nice reversal with up B.
Yeah, cooking a little too hard. I do like the attempt of down throw nair.
Yeah, I mean, we are moving on to this last stock scenario here, and this is a tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of our last best of 3 sets for the night.
That dash attack, he was at like
Again!
60.
Just
was
like I
so-
said earlier, Squirtle puts in so much work, but he dies so early. It's so dangerous against Penguin 01 there.
That dash
Especially because
attack.
the classic DDD dash attack at ledge does the
Brutal.
trick and sends him to the loser side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so sends them to the loser side. Curbstari is now Oh, that was a hard-fought set for sure. It was
Absolutely, both
2-1
players.
for Penguin 01.
Wonderful set there. Just so great to watch how close that is. But that dash attack, like we said, absolutely insane. It just kills you.
What's
it
up?
says you're at 50? It's kill
Yeah.
percent. You're dead. And I think it lingers.
Yeah.
It covers space. It might be the slowest thing in the world, but if you can utilize it.
When
like
it
we were
works,
saying
it works.
earlier,
Again,
when it works, it works.
Yeah, and you just keep it in the back pocket, and then you go, rah!
You never saw it coming. So.
Yeah. Whew.
That was wild. I think it's fun to see just different characters and different stages. I think if you play like a certain character, like I will never go to Smashville because I don't like that stage very much. But seeing these characters go to Smashville and just being able to kind of like be saucing on these stages
Yeah.
that you don't normally see, it's fun to see. Just even though the stages look a little similar, and you might think it gets a little boring, there is so much cool things that can happen on
Yeah.
any stage.
So yeah, even so, I was checking with my TD, and we were gonna have one more set before breaking for top 8. So very excited to see
Who will be the lucky
comes up
two?
to send us off into that break. Of course, you're gonna have to stay tuned after that break because it's not gonna be too long. You know, we don't leave you hanging.
Get a drink of water, maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
Actually, what time is it?
go for a mile run.
Nice, we're making good time. It's only like 9:40.
Oh yeah. So.
The Zevers.
Oh shoot!
The Zevers.
Look at him go. I'm excited for this match already. I
Me
don't even
too.
know who he's playing against.
It's Andrew D. Zevis.
What?
He's playing against Mr. Grizz. Oh, it's
Woo!
it's Joe.
This is gonna be hype.
It's Joe. Hey, did you have like a sleeping mask that you? Andrew, do you bring like sleeping masks to these events? Do you bring like sleeping masks to these events? The ones you put on your eyes over flights?
21
Okay,
minutes of fun.
Toss me a
21 minutes of fun.
21 minutes of fun. Hey, that's my goat. Hey, that's also my goat.
Let's go.
That's my roommate. Woo! He walked away before he heard me.
Oh, there
Penguin
he
1
goes.
has abandoned me so many times recently. I'm so sad.
Unfortunate. He's just.
He was supposed to come to TGZ but didn't because he said he didn't want to play Noah into Jacob. And I was like, fair enough.
That'll do it. Oh yeah, he's moving on to bigger and better things. Being
Yeah.
on the team. We're just humble.
Oh, there's
comment-
Mr. Grizz.
humble commentators.
Fashionably late, or should I say unfashionably on time. Ooh, they should make that. We should start saying that. That'd be funny.
True. True. It's a good saying.
I joke because he actually is more dripped out than I've maybe ever seen him. So
Very true. You got like the button up and stuff. It's solid. I think
that?
it's funny to see the people, like you see the people who come here and it's
Yeah.
like just want to be cozy,
yeah.
and then the people that are like, I gotta look good while I'm winning.
No,
you know?
I think I said this last week where I was like, one of my biggest regrets in life in general is so that being a commentator, interested in fighting games in general, a huge thing is that a lot of commentators are known for being stylish, and I like to think I try to be a more fashionable person. But then at these we have dress code, and I understand why, and I respect why. But it just means that you in particular never see me at my best. And
I
so-
know. It's true. It's true. I over the summer had to wear a lot of polos for
Yeah.
my job.
Yeah.
And so I just got used to wearing polos. And now coming to GCU, I have a bunch of polos.
Yeah, and you're just like,
And I'm like, wait a minute, these are like, I like these.
Oh, you
and
do?
so
Okay.
I know it's good. And it
I
makes
don't
me,
like polos.
it makes
but-
me feel very professional. But I can't wear
I
them
don't like
here.
polos because I wore them at my K through 6, and then
Mm.
again at my. Well, I went there from kindergarten to 5th grade, and then the school I went from 5th grade to like junior year of high school. So I was just wearing polos my entire childhood and adolescence,
Yeah,
and I
that
can't
makes
stand
sense.
them
It gets old.
now. I was like, it's no longer professional to me. If anything, to me, it feels like
Childish.
It feels tacky. To be honest,
yeah.
where it feels like you want to be professional but aren't going to the next level of putting on like a suit or something, or
Right.
just a button up. I don't know, but that's just
True.
me. That's just because I like button ups
I-
a lot. It's not tacky on other people. It's tacky
No.
if I do it, which is why I don't.
I've got like a Callaway polo that says engineering,
yeah.
like the company I worked for.
Yeah.
And I wear it and I feel very official.
Yeah.
And I like had to go into like an elementary school once wearing it to do some like
Yeah.
field work. And it was so weird because
You're like, yeah, it's me up.
I don't look like I'm very
Parker,
old,
I'm
and so
the
I'm like I'm here to do some work. You guys have like a ladder I can borrow, and it was just weird. So
I
For
mean,
me, it-
people know me. People know when I see me that I'm an art major. But people have always thought that I'm older than I am.
Yeah.
But anyways, Mr. Grizz, Zivas deciding right now if we want to commentate this because it's Duck Hunt Ness. Hey,
I'm just trying to read what his name is set to.
Yeah.
Rock.
Hey, can you pronounce that? Nah, he's too plugged in. look. Dude, I just noticed. Okay, not to call out anyone in the most 4K possible. Look at the player cams right now. He's just the hat.
Okay.
He's just the hat.
We just hope he can get ahead in this game.
And then Mr. Grizz, his entire like bust. And then
it doesn't look that different. It might just be the player cam. Maybe we'll have to move
I
it.
think it might be that he's sitting a little bit closer. It's just really funny. He looks so
really
short.
funny. I think the hat also doesn't help.
Yeah, the Zivas is actually standing up right now. I didn't know if you know this. This is his full height. This is as good as it gets.
Never met
Dude,
a Ness or Lucas player that doesn't
Strelix
look like
and
their
Galaxia
character.
were like house hunting, and they were like looking at different apartment tour like online ones where it's like a Google Street View where they like could go through the house that they took pictures in. Except for one.
There we go.
That's my guy.
Better.
He adjusted
It's
it.
better.
That's
It's better.
That's fair. And for some reason, the camera was like, okay, I can't demonstrate it to you. I saw on his program. It was pointed up like this. You know what I'm saying? It was pointed up like that. So look at Andrew's play. Look at the team's play. Pointed up like that from like gnome perspective. It was extremely strange. Or it was pointed up. Or they put it up. So it looked like it was a gnome doing the house tour. And we're like, how did the person who lives here and is trying to sell it reach that shelf? It was so bizarre.
That's really funny.
And then one of them said Andrew POV, and we're like, hey, that's messed up. And they were like, no, trust. Andrew, how do you reach that shelf? And he went, I don't. I was like, dang.
I gotta respect all the short kings out there.
Oh, speaking of going low, Mr. Grizz chasing him with that down air. Just completely messing him up off
Almost
stage.
like a drag down air because it didn't quite get the second
it's a
hit.
multi-hit, yeah.
And hey, it worked out.
Andrew, can you scoot forward?
I say we get
let's
platform shoes.
Yeah, tilt up Mr. Grizz so he looks short. No, because it just makes it look like the okay, it doesn't work because then you can clearly tell that it's just tilted up. So you just see like
The ceiling.
the ceiling.
Does not work. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Evan is here forever because who else would do it?
A lot of the chairs in some of the classrooms here at GCU are adjustable with their height if you're in like the lab rooms.
That's dope. So you can just look taller than everyone.
And so the other day I just got into class, made it as tall as it could go, and it was above the table. And I just sat there and asserted my dominance as not really being taller, but looking taller.
Yeah, no, me being tall has caused a lot of issues recently. Namely, the most recent off-campus event that big one that I went to was Eclipse, and I had 3 blocks, and my last block of the day was literally top 8. And my co-host for that was Wolfie Scratch, who I don't know if you even know this. He's a like national level commentator. I think he stays mostly in our neck of the woods, like Southwest and whatnot. But either way. So like he's like a pretty decent name, like pretty big name, and he, no shade, is short, and I, shade, am tall, and so it's hard to position the camera to get 2 casters in a way that captures them naturally without emphasizing their height difference. So I had to scoot back, lean forward, and like look up, and it was still not enough. I still looked like I would have a foot on him if I stood up. That's embarrassing. So funny. And then that happened here too, because actually no, it didn't. Like you and Joseph were both pretty tall, and Jaden's not that much shorter than me, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. On a similar but I guess different note, I also was thinking about that yesterday because I realized that on like my doorway to my room, I can have my feet in both corners and my hands in both corners. And I was like, what's the fun of a doorway if I cover the whole thing?
Yeah, it's like, might as well just have a wall.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't climb up it anymore. Like when I was little, you know, you can like Spider-Man your way up a doorway, and like that's sick. But now,
Okay, sorry. I just saw Paul Ice say, "Should I show up for FFF 100?"
Yes!
Yes.
Please do.
Please show up for FFF 100. We could talk about Culvers or something. I don't know.
I need to. Oh,
We'll talk about Noah actually. Anyways,
your son.
my roommate, your son, we have a lot in common.
I
Okay.
like Noah, so I can assume I like his dad.
I just realized the Zebus is like, wait, the Zebus should not be a game up. Mr. Grizz won last game. I was like, wait, the Zebus is a game up?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Grizz is up 1-0 because of that, because he followed him off stage last time. I remember because I had an awesome transition and nobody's talking about it. Anyways,
It was sick.
Yeah, and I was like, but I was like, so for a second I was like, wait, the Zebus is up and switched to Ganon? I was like, he switches to Ganon when he's down and wants to embarrass them for a game before losing, because he does. I was like, Ganon, the Zebus Ganon pick always works in game 2,
clutches
never
up.
works in game 3. That's all I'm saying.
It's just this one little intermission game. He's gonna go back.
Exactly. He says, I know I'm gonna lose the set. You're gonna give me one though.
Always. It's a small price to pay.
Oh
but
no,
it's
he
worth it.
didn't snap to ledge. He got caught by Can.
But he makes it back. Just needs to survive. He's at co-percent. Mr. Grizz
That
also
regrab
at
is gonna be
co-percent.
fatal. Okay, he covered it. Uh oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
The Frisbee.
Nobody would allow.
Goodbye.
Nobody would allow the victory of the people's champ. It is only the people's chump, Mr. Grizz.
Unfortunate.
No, we love Mr.
Unfortunate.
Grizz. I love Bennett. He lives just downstairs from me. We hang out all the time. But Duck Hunt winning. That was a pretty strong, dominant set by Mr. Grizz. I mean, we got a little more caught up in the statures of the player than the play styles of the player. But it's still gonna be fun to listen
Oh,
back.
good fun.
Now, now, just so you all know, I mentioned it before that set began. We are going to move to a brief 7-minute break. We will be right back. Actually, I should do it like this. Brief 7-minute break, and then we will be right back. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be back for top 8. Exciting
See
stuff.
you then. We
Welcome back
are back.
to FFF number 98. Once there were like 67 people something tonight, probably split between the multiple side brackets.
There are 16
Now.
left.
16? I thought it was 8. Never mind. All right, I don't know nothing.
We're close. We're close.
You're right, yeah, because it's winners semi.
Yes.
Yeah, because we just did word corner, so isn't it top 8?
I looked at the bracket, and I think it's top 16.
You would know. I wouldn't. I'm dumb.
I think we got Ags and Bright moving up, so that's how it would look like top 8 because both of these players have that capability and are going to be
Yeah,
in
and again,
top 8.
especially because some of the players who are not here tonight.
I guess the winners section is top 8. The losers is not yet strictly top 8.
to be.
So it's So it's either way, probably good. I need to get a haircut. Looking at some different chairs, a little bit of a meta going on here. Bright trying to get the optimal chair, just kind of get the most flexibility on that.
There was just some of these have like, oh yeah, this one does. They have like because they're like classroom chairs, so they've had like 1 million people sitting in them. They have little cracked backs. Actually, you can't really see.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Dom Bright was just making sure that neither of them theirs were ones. I don't think it matters because I don't think I've said it ever affects anything. Maybe if you lean like super far back into it, you'll get pinched. But I haven't seen that happen.
My shirt has gotten caught on them before, so it's more like I try to get up and it just like.
Yeah, I was like,
my
that's
shirt.
like when you stand
But
up though.
It's never anything that's like.
Also,
wow,
you know, gamers, they're doing this.
Yeah, you're
They're
all
on
the
this
way
level.
leaned in. It doesn't matter.
I do love whenever I'm like really into a set, and then so then me and the co-caster are like doing this, and then they cut back and we're like, "Hi guys, we're back.
Yeah,
It's me, Amuse."
It's very true.
And in that context, Taco Waffle, but in this context, Pack.
I need to lean more forward. I feel like there's two things.
I try to see. This is the thing. I try to stand up straight, but like I said, too tall. Head's cut off. My forehead's cut off. Here, look.
There we go.
There. Now look like I have no forehead.
Now I won't have a neck. See, my brother and I realized that I'm not that tall. I'm taller than my brother, but I think it's only because my neck is long.
I just have extremely long legs. So that's why I'm taller than my brothers.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Isn't that funny? You're the youngest, but
and I'm the
tallest.
like
That's
by
awesome.
a decent, by a decent margin, to be honest.
My younger brother still has a couple more years to grow. He's He's almost 17, and he's still short. He's shorter than my older brother, and so I'm just hoping he doesn't shoot up to be taller than me because it would be demoralizing.
There you go, Bright and X, best of 3.
Speaking
Which
of
demoralizing, so it is still
demoralizing,
quarters. Is it quarters? Is this true? Chat, is this true?
I think it should be.
I'm not TOing. I don't have to know.
We'll see,
But I would
we'll
like
see.
to know.
I got a little distracted during that break because I saw a sign for GCU's like official pickleball club, and so I had to join the group me for that. And get plugged in.
So one of my professors has like a pickleball company that he's actually like having some students do a commercial spot for. It's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay, so this is cool. It is top 16. You're right, and I'm a dumb liar. This is winners quarters.
Oh, there we go.
Winners. I don't know why I thought the last one for quarters. Also, we always take a break before top 16. Sure, no, really. Anyways, you know what? Let's put another matchup on blast. I want to see how often has Ags played a break. Surely it's a lot. Let's see what their record is. 6 and 7. All right, that is actually extremely nice. 6 and 7, so it's Bright's favorite. Bright has the 7. He has one more win.
That's crazy. Maybe he can make this 2. Maybe it'll make it even here.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's just really nice to see 2 players who are neck and neck. Of course, that is the even more imprecise because like these 2 are both GCU varsity. Some of the GCU players represented.
Absolutely, you do love to see it. One question I have for you that I wanted to ask before I forget. Have you had the opportunity to do anything outside of classroom with your professors?
Not a lot. Some.
I have a teacher that plays volleyball with all the students.
That's awesome.
Every Friday night. And I love commentating, but the other week they did it he did it early, and I was able to go. And it was really weird because I got there a little early, and it was just me and him. And I was like, well, this is awkward. Like, you're my professor. And I was just like, how's your day going?
Yeah, I have a professor, one of my favorite professors I've had, who is like a part of the D&D club here. I've always wanted to join, but it's just for years they kept running their events on Fridays, which again I'm obviously occupied. And then this year they're running them on Tuesdays, which is when my group plays D&D. So I went, no
winning. No.
I can't ever hang out. I see him on my commute after to my 5 p.m. after my 3 p.m. Today he was like, it's Friday, I'm going home. Like he was like with a smile because he was like not staying to chat. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if any of the professors watch this stream.
Yeah. I was about to say, speaking of staying to chat, Bright is pretty close to cleaning up here.
Absolutely. He has Ags at 90%, holding on to that second stock.
Nice down air from Ags.
Absolutely insane.
And that's going to put him back on the board, lead us to this last stock situation.
That sent him straight. What a move.
Yeah.
He just stabs it into the ground.
Wow! The Shadow Flare activated Revenge and led to that up smash. Insanely smart play from Bright, perfectly leading to that kill.
I think he baited out the shield, the grab, the dash grab, and then hit it with that back hit of up smash.
Yeah.
Perfect game there. And we are still in best of 3, if I'm correct. And so, once more, this could be it. Ag's going to definitely need to just kind of keep that consistency that he always has, maybe just adapt, which we are very sure to see both players do because this is some high-level gameplay.
Ag's again kind of keeping his distance, running back, forward air, run back, forward tilt. You know the vibes.
Oh, yeah. The classic. I would love to just like...
Okay, this is extremely brutal because that is the second time Bright did that of using Revenge, not to take the initial hit of Skittle, Shadow Flare, but to take the actual full hit of it when they actually detonate after a certain amount of time. And it's brutal because we just got done having a little session where we're like, oh, what can everyone do to punish better? And Ags was talking about how he wanted to use the Shadow Flare better, how he wanted to better follow up when he already has them on his phone. There's another upset.
What a parry!
Bright is just not holding back tonight.
On his A game with that. Oh my word! Skittles again doesn't get to revenge it, so hey, that is good use. Still, it's kind of that awkward area where Ags has stage control, but Bright doesn't really want to, worry about anything. But then if Ags does come close, you could just
yeah.
It's kind of like a stalemate almost. But of course, we've moved past that. Ags though doing a great job, not really taking too much damage.
I say you almost had the timing to run through and grab him. I actually have done that before. I know it's possible. I know it. Ags keeps throwing out those downers just to cover it's a good thing where it's one of those things where it's good to do, even if you know it probably isn't going to connect 9 times out of 10. But one time it does connect, it's game changing. So you sometimes just have to throw those stray options. Wow. Bright is just dominating Ags off the ledge right now. And there's the next kill. Another up smash.
Reaction.
This is what I meant by Bright is not holding anything back when I said that earlier. I didn't just mean oh yeah, he's playing it. He's playing all out. It's he's literally just not controlling a lot of his options. He's just going for everything, really.
Bright's one of those players where will always do well, but sometimes is more serious than others. And this is one of those times where he wants to win this, and he's going to. He's, like you said, not holding back. We saw with that straight to 50, getting that down air neutral beat. But Ags has a 50% of himself. See if he can kind of build that up, keep this momentum. He's got the wing. Recovery from Bright there. He's not getting caught with that down air like the last game.
Wow, he got back here. Bright really couldn't take the kill. Again, he's going for he's repeating that up smash a lot. I mean, it is a really good kill option, especially because it hits on the backside of him too. You just think he might be staling it. I'm not sure though. That's the first time he used down smash, so that's cool.
Didn't quite work out, but
That was like the one thing he was yelling that I was thinking about. What a parry, but he's just standing grab to see if he's probably thinking Axe might sure. Why would he think Axe was gonna run it?
Maybe he was trying to run forward and just didn't quite get it.
That happens.
Does happen.
No parry there though. I was saying Axe is about to turn this around.
The turning point in the match.
Oh, now he just has to find an opening to get in. Both players really struggling to take the
Gets
killer,
the
and that's
side
going to
B.
do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, caught him jumping the 50-50 there. Ags just unfortunately not picking the right option, and Bright being able to take that set. Great play. Just a swift 2-0 for Bright.
Just like you said, it's actually no. I think Bright had it 7-6 before, so it is now tied up.
Yeah.
It is now 8-6. But yeah, either way, Bright put on a pretty strong showing there. Ags almost brought it back, but just did not have the clutch factor he needed at the very 11th hour there.
Oh, yeah. So very good comeback, but did not quite finish it out.
Yeah.
And now we'll be moving on. We see that, of course, Ags still going to make that loser's run, going to be in that top 8, but Bright going to be able to just hold on to that winner's status, see if he can bring that any further moving on. And moving on to our next match, we have
Reflex is back, which means I am excited. And he's playing another one of my favorite players to watch, Hime. So this is a hot set if I've ever seen one. Both of these players had to have completely blazed a trail to get here. I mean, the first thing we saw Reflex do was beat Cyclone, who was a top, I was gonna say a top 3 seed, a top 2 seed, frankly, to win this event. So I'm extremely excited to see how this pans out.
So, absolutely. I think, of course, we will be seeing the Shulk again, which is always just such an interesting character to observe. And Hime, we'll see once more. King DDD, I'm assuming, which is always fun to watch King DDD because who doesn't like a big fat penguin running around and swinging a hammer?
Yeah.
So, it's the classic. I think when I got this game, the first character that I was like, I'm playing this character was King DDD because I went fat penguin, I'm playing him.
It's fun. It's funny you say that, by the way, because FFF now puts out posters every single week. And there's a new one every single week of which one is coming up. And one of the first two was it had DDD on it, and I was like, come on, who sees King DDD on a poster and is like, that looks like some exciting and fun competitive sets? And they were like, and the response was like casuals, and I was like, that's true. I was like, casuals do
always
love themselves King DDD.
They need to put Kirby on it.
They did one.
Oh, they did?
I think this week was like Palu, which is
Okay.
again, maybe.
Yeah.
No, Sheik. Last week was Palu.
Okay.
Sheik is hype.
Sheik is hype. That is so true. It's funny to see.
Surely they already used Fox, right? They probably already used Fox for the first one. Like for 100, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
True.
The fact that they could get through about 89 of those posters before repeating a single character is insane.
That is wild. I mean, I would probably skip the game and watch, but so 88.
So we can get through 88 of those characters. Steve is banned, so 87.
87.
And then we're good.
We just slowly.
Uh-oh, that air dodge is not gonna get that yet, especially because he has jump.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, you could just get jump back here. There it is.
And ironically, only at 24% after that whole interaction, playing a little bit of ping pong there.
Yeah, I mean, it like felt like he was taking more, right? Like not just me, right?
It did, and then 24.
So he was pinned down there for a minute, but I guess he had some divine intervention there.
So one thing. So in Shrek Super Slam, which I'll talk about more in a second. There's a mechanic where if you press the shield button at the right time, it'll reflect projectiles, which is a somewhat common mechanic.
It's kind of awesome.
But that's what I thought of when Gordo happened. But Shrek Super Slam is like a 3D Super Smash Bros. With Shrek characters that is only on the GameCube. And I want to do a tournament, and I need to talk to DCU people.
That'd be awesome.
Getting that set up.
I will absolutely come. I just realized we should do a RPS tournament at NES 100. It's one of those things where it's extremely easy to run, it's very fun, and everyone joins it. Yep.
No, it would be. I mean, there's so many things that's so fun, and just having that opportunity here at GCU to have kind of the outlet to be able to have those fun events, both competitively and casually, is something that's really cool just to be able to have for one, but then also just to be creative in them and not just do like kind of a mainstream game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably say this when I'm on camera. I mean, I say, whoa, look at I'll probably say this when I'm on camera. Do it more flattering. But GCU really is like ahead of the game in that department specifically. Not only are we running the biggest Arizona local by far for Smash Brothers, the students are getting paid to do it. We are running side events at this collegiate event that are pretty burgeoning. Like some of them are as big as other locals in the state at this point. Like Street Fighter is getting up there, especially now they're starting to get actual Street Fighter players from in-state. And so, like, it's not only like just the opportunities they created, but the way that we've been able to capitalize on those opportunities, and we're both just like working together in this relationship, and everyone's not only getting paid to do it, but just having fun while doing it. And because that's the thing, I applied for this job because I was already intending, like the summer before this became like a job.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to take a break from competing for a little bit and kind of focus on commentating. Just be fun.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh, you can get paid to do it. I'm like, do I? Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Reflex finally closing out that game. 3 stocks to 1.
Dominant first game.
3 stocks to none, actually. So Reflex is on fire tonight.
Absolutely. He is going crazy, and we see that both against his match in Cyclone and this match. We'll see if he can kind of carry that momentum on. But I completely agree with you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to finish my point, though. Is that, I would just be doing this whether I was getting paid for it or not. And I think that's true for pretty much everyone who works here at FFF.
Absolutely.
And that's why I think it's been able to run as its own ecosystem for so long. What is happening? Street Fighter is popping off like always. Like they are like screaming, by the way. I don't know if you can tell. Anyways, I think that's why FFF has been able to run as its own ecosystem for so long.
Absolutely.
Even on game 2 with Reflex now up 1-0. We got to see if he can bury that lead. Moving to Kalos is a little rough, but I mean, he has both the speed and the destroy to close that gap.
Another just great plus of GCU Esports is I think a lot of times competitive games and the competitive scenes can be a little scary.
He absolutely read his mind.
Oh my word!
I was saying he walked up on the wall and F smashed on his get-up. Insane play from Reflex. Absolutely covering the options there. He absolutely knew that was coming out. Oh my!
What a read!
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
No, that was crazy.
You didn't even get interrupted by me. You got interrupted by Reflex's
going crazy. I think the competitive scene for some can be a little daunting, just given the skill of some of these players, which is exactly what we're seeing. And so I think GCU also just being able to have, we've got community events that we do just events for everyone on the campus. Everything is open to everyone on the campus, and then events like this where you can come from off campus and play. There's just so much opportunity to have fun, regardless of your background, regardless of what you're kind of more interested in.
Yeah. Oh, almost catching him with that speed art, but not quite. And Hime is going on the counterattack. He just, again, I said before that Shulk has more than enough speed and distance to close the gap that Kalos necessarily creates between his opponents. If anything, Hime has had a little bit more trouble moving kind of in range to be hitting Reflex with some of those moves, or at least baiting him.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's big with Shulk, I think.
It's unfair, by the way.
I know. It's so cool.
You were saying?
It's just being able to read Shulk's options can help so much, especially like being able to parry there, being able to kind of see when Smash they're gonna swing, so you can kind of punish that and get your own benefit. Because the thing with Smash is it's both ways.
Yeah.
You know, like sure, Shulk can kill you at 10, but you might have the opportunity to kill Shulk. You just kind of have to work your way around that in your own way. So I think that's definitely similar to any stance change character. Even the opponent is going to have to adapt and kind of change their playstyle in order to account for that stance change, which is very true in this matchup. What a match.
I say don't loop it, throw loops. That's something you don't see every day anymore.
Chain grab.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is cool. I don't think I'll ever understand Street Fighter,
Oh, I can teach you.
but it looks cool.
I'll teach you Ryu.
I played that Among Us.
Among Us Arena's
Among Us Arena.
Reflex is really close to just bringing the set to 2-0 right now. Smash Arts on deck.
He wants it.
Say forward air from here. Up B. There it is. He was almost going to live. I just don't know if he could have DI'd any better, though. Reflex takes that set 2-0. I believe that's one of the last best threes we'll see. I think we only have like one more. It's probably going to be streamed.
Oh, yeah. I know the other top 8 winners side was Ethan 04 and Felix as one.
I haven't seen Felix all tonight.
We have not, so maybe we will get to see that.
Honestly, no, I meant that I think she didn't come, but I might be mistaken. I can always check. I just realized there's the power of the sun. The power of the sun at the palm of my hand.
It is magic.
Yeah, Reflex and Bright are about to play, and on the other side of winners quarters, yeah, you're right. It's Felix and EO4. Where are they?
It's a great question.
There's no way someone else is playing under their tag, right?
I did see Felix. I thought.
Cool. I trust you.
Not too sure.
I trust you.
Oh well, we will or we won't. There is no try. I was recently.
Felix actually beat EO4 and are now waiting on winner of Shy and Penguin 01, and then we'll officially be all in winner semis. This is winner semis, by the way, what we're about to witness with Bright and Reflex. This is a hot set. I feel like these two play all the time. Now that I think about it, these two and Cyclone, and the only reason I know that is because I always point out some good God-fearing men on stream. And I was about to make the joke and then realized I think I've made that joke a lot, and I realized, wait, why do they play so often?
I do notice that Reflex does not have a Bible verse as his name. Hopefully that won't give him too much of a deficit.
Yeah. Well, Bright doesn't either, so neither of them has the God advantage here in this matchup.
They might have anime on their side, but he does not.
Bright doesn't have God or anime on his side. He's just a cat. Incineroar is in anime.
I mean,
he doesn't really have the anime art style, though. All right, speaking of anime, Reflex is already swinging for Bright to come in. Bright comes in. If there's one thing you can count on Bright for, it's swinging.
Swing he has. See that?
Already going for Smash Art, by the way.
Down throw, forward smash, and into down smash.
Yeah.
What a match. This is so much more, feels random almost. But
Bright is truly the pinnacle of never letting you know your next move.
That's so true.
Oh no!
Oh, this might be it.
He went off
him.
He went off stage to just dink him because if he contested there, he would have won.
Oh,
it's just he was a little too late to throw out that option, and Bright managed to catch him with side B.
Oh, yep, teased him, but
it's a world of cheese and B cheese, and Reflex has brought us back to even. Buster, but not
Reflex. Maybe not gonna have to cheese as much unless you count Shulk as a cheese character as a whole. These stocks are already even, basically. Revenge on deck.
Wow.
He's jumping. Big jumps.
I was saying, it's lucky that he went for speed in that smash there. He probably could have gotten killed by Revenge Lariat.
Yep.
Being to kill both players essentially. Kill percent. Cheeto Fingers is gonna do it.
Great parry.
Yeah. All right, things are really ramping up. Bright
Up tilt drag.
Bright kind of has to run away from Smash Ball right now, and run away he is. That's not something you see every day with Bright.
And I know, but it's gone now. He can proceed to go in.
All right, he went to shield art to make himself heavy as a rock, and still was almost. It was like almost not enough, really.
Ooh, gets the back hit of the backslash.
Yeah.
A true backslash.
I just accidentally put my foot on my water now. Really sad. Ooh. But let's see who's going to be coming out of this match chat, because Reflex is still a little bit behind. He's just trying to space out and make Bright approach. Bright is kind of just refusing to. There's the overextension we've been waiting for.
We got Buster out of the way. Now you don't have to worry about speed.
Nice. Again, all right, Shield Art is going to cover his landing option at least. But it's turning him into combo fighter, though.
Gets those early percent combos at 100.
Yeah. Oh, this back throw is game over.
Goes
Up
for
throw.
the
The DI mix-up.
That will do it. Great mix-up there. And
Yeah.
we did see he seemed to kind of DI it right, but it just wasn't.
Yeah. I think that's one of those cases where you're probably dead either way, because he was at almost 150 after all, 146 I believe it was. So it's like at that point you're probably dead either way. But
probably
you know,
just
messing up his timing does not hurt.
True. Probably just also wasn't sure, maybe off stage, not going to be able to get an edge guard, but in the air, it'd be very easy to kind of, get the most out of, especially if we see, if you're expecting a back throw to go off stage, you might just switch to jump without really thinking, and then that can't, always be great when you're in the air.
2, 1,
But
go!
we can use a small battlefield for this game too. Great to shield, but still going to take 40, 50, 53.
Yeah, again, that can get him out of some combos, but it's just allowing him to be juggled really easily.
Like we were saying earlier, Incineroar does not have the speed to really, extend those combos, but with shield, it just puts him right there. And so it does, there is the advantage of it still being shield, but you are going to take a lot of percent.
That's exactly what Reflex was looking for at the beginning of last game when he got side B off stage, but it's nothing different. All right, Shield Art can help a lot again. That's what's been best for so far, is just helping him land. Oh, right, when Shield Art runs out, back throw comes through.
Absolutely.
Now let's see, what can Reflex pull out now? Yeah, okay,
Falling
falling
up air, yeah,
falling up air with
that'll
Smash Art, that's going to be enough. Now he's going to have to use a mix of speed art and that disjointed nair to see if he can rack up damage. That up smash barely missing.
Not quite get it.
Revenge up smash would be completely fatal here, even at 0.
Still gets that side B straight to 40. On Buster, too. Both of these players taking so much percent here from this Buster, but Bright already at 75. It's very easy, both these characters just kind of get caught up in everything that's going on. Shulk is just a very fast character, can throw a lot of hitboxes.
Oh, he jumped into the side B!
And he gets
That
it.
means probably Bright had that read unlocked.
I think that's just such a strong sequence for Incineroar of just being able to...
Oh, all right, that was smart. Okay, because I was step 1, 2, 3. Reflex, had smash order, went for backslash. But that means that Bright sees that move. That move takes a minute to come out. So Bright saw it coming, was able to revenge it. Being stuck in revenge meant Reflex could still get that up. So very strong play and counterplay, really from both players, but Reflex coming out on top at the moment. But that's not really the case anymore, as he is falling all the way to nearly 100%. Bright read the jump. It's just the fact that since he had jump art up, he went over it. I was like, Bright knew what option was coming out. He just didn't have the height right.
And that Buster lariat.
Again, he read the jump but wasn't far in enough.
What a get-up attack. I didn't realize it went that far.
Okay, he read it again. I think Bright is pretty certain that Reflex will not stop jumping yet.
Yeah, already at 127, but Bright's still 80% of his own.
And Bright's just going to have a bit of a hard time poking through right now. Incin does lose to sword characters.
He's looking for a read here to see if he can get anything. Doesn't quite get the grab for the up throw again.
Oh no, a little too greedy with that side B. But this throw might do the trick.
And that
There
up
it
throw
is.
will do it.
Again proving that the last throw was probably unlivable.
And this is a best of 5, so we will be having a game 3, so it's
Yeah.
not quite over.
It is not Jover.
Never. It is only getting more exciting as we speak. Going into this game 3, going to have a lot of thoughts going on with the stage pick. We're going to see what we're going to end up choosing. Back to small battlefield. What do you think about that pick for both of these characters?
Small battlefield? I think small battlefield is decent for Incin. I mean, he doesn't really like PS2, but that doesn't mean he doesn't like Biplats in general. PS2 is mostly just the size of the stage, like how big it is, and also the platforms are too high for a lot of his stuff to connect through them. Whereas here, since naked choke, since platforms are a little bit lower, he can like up smash through the platform. It's kind of fun. Choke, however, again, it's just a balanced stage overall.
These juggles are crazy. All the way to 61. Right?
He wasn't even on shield that time.
Yep. Reflex has combos of his own. But Smash Art.
I'm actually surprised he even managed to live there. I was certain that Reflex was done for.
The high recovery.
Nice, delaying that second hit of up B.
Back there at the end of that.
A lot of the time when we see that Reflex gets killed first and he just takes, he reactivates Smash Art after he dies to kind of get like a revenge kill. The thing is that he needs to start being a little bit more proactive. Yeah, just like that. I was like, because he basically uses it as cleanup. Because again, I know you're super susceptible to dying, but like you're at 130. You're already going to die doing Incineroar. Nice. All right.
Good downer. Even stocks. Very intense game 3
That's
so
funny.
far.
The one time that Bright doesn't go for like a side read there is when he's probably going to fit it in.
Yep.
But he does lose revenge now. He's taking enough damage for movement to get knocked off.
Joe does get the side B though.
Which does bring it to even.
Yeah, definitely.
Another stack of revenge. Wow! So reading with that F smash, I feel like the only reason Reflex even survived was the shield art at just the right moment. I wonder how he. On one hand, I wonder how he had the bandwidth to like do that, because that was definitely not a reaction. That was a read for shield art. But on the other hand, I'm like, you might have gotten killed because you were like selecting shield art.
We see Bright going for these jump reads, just like you said in the last game, and they're really connecting here with that up air, just like we saw in the first stock.
Is he dead already?
He might as well be.
Like, brother, you barely touched him.
That kill screen was unexpected, but unfortunately not quite it.
Oh, wow.
That's the
Catching
up B.
him win the up B suicide for the second time
Ends
in
that
this tournament,
game.
and that means Bright is now moving on.
Both of these players playing so well today. We saw Reflex just being able to beat Cyclone, being able to just make it this far, and still going to have this crazy loser run. But of course, GCU's own, of course, pulling through.
Yeah.
Bright just
This might be his
showing
first
why.
time in Winners Finals in a minute.
Yeah. And so we'll see who he gets to play against. But
Uh,
let's go.
yeah, he smiles. I do know that, I don't know if this is supposed to leak to the general public, but Bright is one of two of GCU's team members who's hoping to make a bit of a PR run this season. If not this season, then probably carrying into next season. And here comes two of his, I would say his strongest contenders to beat him tonight are the other half of Winners Finals. So obviously the strongest contenders, because it's everyone else in Winners Finals. It is Felix and Shy.
And like I said at the start of that match, maybe not having the Bible verse is what did it for Reflex there.
The interesting thing, though, is that Reflex making this far proves that he really did deserve that Cyclone upset, that it wasn't just a fluke. Because, I mean, because when you upset someone, you essentially take their seed. You start playing as they're seeded to play. And he did. He played all the way to Winners Finals.
Yeah.
He didn't quite beat Bright, but he still made it to that set.
Absolutely. So, it's just cool to see. I think, like, anytime I've had an upset, it always ends up with me losing the next match.
Yeah. Exactly. Same here. That's why I wanted to point that out. I was like, he went all the way.
No, absolutely.
And he still has some distance to go. He is currently waiting in losers' quarters for Cyclone to play winners of VO4 and RDNA. Losers has a bit of a way to progress, so let's focus more on the winner's side. Whereas Bright is now in winners finals, and he's now waiting for the winner of this next match, Felix and Shy. Felix is probably, if I remember correctly, Cyclone is first seed. Felix is second seed. Shy is third seed. Bright is fourth seed. So we are now watching, as you would expect, second and third seed compete for to get a spot in Winners Finals. So pretty standard, effective seeding there. As opposed to the other side, we had Reflex take that huge upset just from round one. I will say though,
Absolutely.
even despite getting sent to loser so early, Cyclone has been going on a tear.
He is pushing through. He is still in it to win it. So that's what's so fun about double elimination tournaments. You know,
Yeah, I went back to check his last.
It's never over till it's over.
Yeah, I went back to check his last 2 games were 2-0 in Simply Turtles and 2-0 in Penguin 01. So I guess Cyclone is just tearing up GCU on the other side of this bracket.
Oh yeah, we'll see how far he can get. Maybe he'll get to play Bright.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a bit right.
And that'll be like the final boss of GCU.
I will say, after Cyclone beats or plays, sorry, that's my bad. After Cyclone plays either EO4 or RDNA, winner of that goes on to Reflex. So Cyclone could get that run back and see if he can stuff out that upset. But again, I don't think anything about that matchup has changed. I think
Fortnite.
Shy wants to show somebody to the stream. Spider-Man hitting the gritty.
Yeah, Fortnite, baby.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
Friend of the show, Shy.
I think it's interesting because for Cyclone definitely gonna want that run back, but I think if Reflex takes that set again, that probably helps Bright out because Bright has
Bright certainly does not want to face Cyclone on this bracket.
Not
I can
at
tell
all.
you that.
And so you want the upset to happen again so that you maybe don't have to worry about it.
Actually, that's not true because there is merit to. So here's like the dilemma: is do you want to play the player who you don't think you can beat as well as a player who upset them, or do you want to play the player who, even though you know it's harder to beat, if you beat them, it's a phenomenal win. If you have a Cyclone win, phenomenal.
Okay.
Especially this early in the season.
Absolutely. So that is very true. I think, especially when you're on GCU's team, sometimes like Dom, Bright has won multiple FFFs. At this point, are you going for the win as much as you are just going to beat people?
Shy has won multiple FFFs too, and we are actually moving into the set now. Oh, it's I'm floated versus Gene. Those are the in-game tags. That's funny.
Oh yeah. This is the real anime battle here. Yeah, both these characters very different. Sword very floaty. I think Wolf is just one of those characters that's very easy to play, but as such a solid character that there's still always potential. You don't kind of just get stuck at one point. So.
He's the. I always use Wolf as the pinnacle of that theory that you can like boil lobsters in a pot of water by just slowly turning up the heat over time and they won't really notice. Wolf is like that. Wolf is the metric for the fact that the characters have become more and more overtuned as Ultimate's lifespan has gone on, to the point that it's like people don't really complain about Wolf anymore. People complain about Palu a little bit, but not nearly as much as they used to, because of how many characters have been added that have been even more either overtuned or like cheesy, to the point where it's like the early Ultimate meta seems like a godsend to some players. It's kind of funny.
It is really funny. Just such a straightforward character. You lose, you feel like you lost, and maybe you feel like oh, okay, this is why I lost.
I do love these game tags. I'm floated, which is just a meme that shows up like a cat with balloons, and Jima. That's from Honkai Star Rail.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Both of these players are playing pretty even, but Shy is pulling out. We actually we were debating which of these two players to put up above the other. Just because Felix has like the better results overall, is considered statistically the better player. However, they've been a little that's cool. Whereas Shy has been way more active, but like Shy just made 10th spot of PR, whereas Felix is like long-standing PR for years.
But regardless, maybe it didn't even matter because they're both here in winners semifinal. And this match, even at the moment, looking in Shy's favor. Just up that full stock is going to be such a benefit.
The Wolf was going for that up smash, and they missed it.
No. I don't know if I've ever seen Wolf up smash miss, but I guess today was the day. Wolf has very good smash attacks, and that is something that carries on to any level of play as Wolf. I think there's certain characters where like you play against Ganondorf as like a more casual player, and you go, this is the best smash attack in the game. It is broken. And then you play against Ganondorf like forward smash now. It's kind of slow. But Wolf smash attack is always good. As I've said previously, played a lot of Lucas in the last month.
Yeah.
And Lucas's smash attacks are
R.I.P. Sokka, by the way.
something else. Once more, true.
Okay,
The second up air will do it.
Okay, I was just about to propose the thought that switch characters. However, I just saw them saying run it back. So I guess we're seeing Wolf Sora on PS2
Yeah.
for the second time.
Very true. Very classic little pick. I think when I think of Wolf, I think of PS2, and when I think of Sora, I think of Disney. But we will be back on PS2. I've played a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 4 because it was on Xbox Game Pass. We are seeing a different character, and I am overjoyed.
Who is it? Is it Greninja?
It's
Kirby! All right, give us your thoughts on the Kirby-Sora matchup.
This is winning for Kirby.
True.
I don't know. I mean,
Certified true.
Kirby is Kirby, and I think it is an X factor that just comes from playing Kirby. I saw a clip the other day of MK Leo fighting a Kirby in bracket, and I saw the set count. It was 2-2, and I was like, Kirby might go, pop off. But we'll see if that could be the same here. I think Kirby's one of those characters that no one plays, and is such a joke character almost that like it can be good if you get your reads, you get the stuff. Like, not bad. Like,
What is I have to ask you. If Felix gets the interview here, I have to ask him the merits of the Kirby pick here. I was like, does Kirby win this matchup? Like, oh no tech.
No, bring it back.
See, Kirby makes it
Good recovery. The best Kirby combo that I think is gonna be definitely a little decisive of kind of who gets the stocks in this game and who gets leads is forward air 1 for Kirby into forward smash is a very good combo. It's kind of the easiest way I think for Kirby to get like a legitimate kill. Or a brick. Oh my word. Sent up, bricked up, and bricked away. That is a lot of knockback. Still, see, Kirby might not have a good recovery, but being able to have multiple jumps and having those timing mix-up, I think any competent player, if you are just able to really think your way through those recoveries, isn't too much of a deficit. Goes for another brick.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong string there. Wow.
Yeah, look at him go.
Sorry, I left you hanging for a minute there on the mic just because I was like kind of absorbed in watching the gameplay.
I love Kirby. Oh, gets the counter.
We've seen Shy throw it a couple times.
I think it's something that you just don't see a lot, and Shy has not really pulled out in any other really earlier matches. So maybe this is the Kirby pick.
I said they've mostly been doing it off stage, but yeah, there's that one that was really strong. I guess Kirby is.
Yeah. I think since Sora's such a floaty character, even though like forward air and nair do hit pretty low, Kirby's small enough. Yeah. I think like could definitely duck through those fireballs. Didn't quite happen in that instance, but there's a lot of ways I think just as Kirby, especially if you're playing a character that you don't have to worry about like rushing you down or camping you out too hard, where there's kind of that intermediate, like, you won't have to worry too hard about getting zoned, and so you still can get close enough to have that burst range, but then you're also not just getting completely overwhelmed with hitboxes.
Okay. Shy takes the next game. Felix again says to run it back to PS2. We now know that does not mean run back to characters, because he's probably going to change again.
Who will we see next?
Maybe
Bayonetta.
Probably Fox. Probably maybe ZSS.
It depends on how much he wants it.
Shy said earlier that Felix was like the person they were most scared of entering this against this bracket, and now they're playing in winners semis. And Shy is now up 2-1. Ganondorf.
Okay.
Shy
moving
is now
down
up
the tier list.
Shy is
up in hype.
On like a couple spots.
It's true. It's true. Well, you don't think Kirby is high tier?
in my heart.
That is so true.
But yeah, I was like, so Shy was like pretty scared going into this match, but he's really kept their composure and kind of pulled ahead of Felix pretty dominantly.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay,
Bing
okay.
bong.
We in a rhythm game now.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Put on the
dun,
music.
dun, dun, dun,
Oh my word.
Bam.
Straight from 0 to death, bringing him across the stage.
Point
Ganondorf is
point
not
A
happy.
meet point B.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to make an edit of that with some rhythm music.
Yeah. I love when players are like, hey yo, check my watch. It's 10:45. I got school. I actually don't got school. It's Friday. I got homework. I don't know what they say. But it's like hey, it's a little late. We gotta get out of here. That was this is an extremely convincing win.
Wow. Sniped by those fireballs. Already 3 stocks to 1. Maybe the neat pick of Ganondorf. While it might have had
Off stage.
intentions.
All right. Shy just needs to do another nair loop to carry Felix off stage when it's over.
Yep. I think it's just
Yep,
one
that
of
had
those
to be it,
matchups. Yep. That back air should. Won't quite do it.
There it is. Yeah.
Well, just not going to be able to.
That is
Make it
3-0 for Shy and convincing at that. Wow, they are moving on.
Absolutely. Just dominant win there by Shy. 3-0.
Felix maybe a little bit rusty, but also playing on a bunch of like a variety of characters I don't really see them play as often. So
definitely characters that I love to watch. So I will take that. So I wish we could have seen more of the Kirby, but
yeah, where's the if it was Kirby, Felix would have 3-1.
It's so true. That one game of Kirby, that was just a warm up. We needed to see more. But I think just starting with Wolf and not being able to start the momentum with Kirby, maybe that's what did it. We will be seeing though in our start of winners finals already, Shy and Bright.
Wait, are you playing for the? Yeah, where else have you guys played? Oh, okay. So this is so Bright and Shy are coming up to play now. It is the 3rd time they have played this week because they played twice at TGZ yesterday and are now finding each other in winners finals today.
Absolutely hype, which I guess just shows these players' consistencies, just being able to get one far enough to play each other twice, because that means that one of them won, one of them lost. I'm not sure who, but either way, even that loser's run for the other player was able to get far enough. And then now, even here, where even the loser of this could make the loser's run and do even more. So for the 4th time. So I think that's just such an interesting thing. We kind of have that long-term overlapping adaptiveness that's really going to flow into this game here, even just in that game 1, where instead of going in blind, you're really going in having already played against this person.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so apparently, that spices things up. I was asking them who won at TGZ. Shy won in winners, and then Bright won when they played again in losers. So this is an electric set coming up. This is not one of those cases where you can say this is for the tournament. Whoever wins this wins the tournament. Because like you were just pointing out so astutely, the loser of this is probably going to make the run back to Grands.
We can hope. Maybe both an electric match, but also kind of a fire match here with Incineroar. Got that fire belt, and then Sonic with the electricity. So we'll see what kind of wins. Fire and electricity. The battle of Pokemon, if Sonic was a Pokemon. And I do not know Pokemon type weaknesses, but does fire beat electric? Or
they don't interact.
They don't interact? Ooh, so this is a neutral matchup here.
Why would Sonic be? Oh, I get it.
Speed.
Also, Shy specifically requested, like, when they first saw me today, they were like, "Can you put me on stream?" I was like, "What?" And they were like, "I'm gonna play Sonic."
Okay.
And they were like, "I want to take some of the time with Sonic."
Okay. I mean,
they're not playing to time right now, by the way. They are not doing the hit and run. They're going to 7 minutes. Okay, now they are.
Whoa.
Okay. When you see them,
cancel
cancel spin dash and then down air, that means Yeah, maybe they are ready to end that.
We're starting.
Bright is just putting up a wall of damage back there, though.
Yeah.
Revenge when Shy was like, I could put him across the stage again.
And that's what's one nice thing about Incineroar in the Sonic match is just counter. It's a very easy way. I think if you have a way to just not really think and counter that, but he might not be able to counter that spring.
Yeah, so this might get VOD reviewed at a practice there, because obviously Bright is on the team. But GCU's club team also has a Sonic player, so if you're watching this high, in retrospect, if you're watching this in the future, just know that I thought of you. Take notes.
Unless Shy dies.
Listen only to what Parker says. He's so smart about the Sonic Incineroar match.
I've played it once or twice or none at all.
I have played it. It's not great for Incin.
Whenever I play Sonic, I play Roy.
It's
worse.
Wow.
Down air, bing bong.
Yeah, it's not great for Incin for obvious reasons. Sonic has the most movement in the game. Incin has the least movement in the game. So Incin can't chase down when he needs to approach. He also can't run away when he needs to not approach. So it's you kind of just can't control the pace of the match at all, which is what Incin always wants to do because he's a grappler. So you can't really. It's hard. Wow, why did that hit? Shaky hitbox. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's hard for him to create an atmosphere of pressure here when Shy has all of the room.
Gets the back air, 89%, and it doesn't matter.
Absolutely gonna kill because they're on that platform. Yeah.
2 stocks on Bright. He's doing a great job. Game said, you might be fast,
but
be quick, be nimble. But I'm smarter than a thimble.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Sting like a bee. So true. So we'll see if the Sonic pick we're getting Sonic music. So maybe that will transfer. We'll be seeing the Sonic pick again with this Incineroar. Didn't quite work out the first game, but that does not mean anything. This is a 5 best of 5 set. Anything's possible as we move on. This is like the beginning of a series. We will be seeing the Sonic.
Shy, I think, is going all Sonic today, so make sure to take notes for the top 8 banner. Shy is going all Sonic today. Unless I end up being wrong and they switch in game.
Yep. It depends. The outcome of this game.
Kinda does.
Battlefield definitely going to help Sonic out just being able to weave around the hitbox of Incineroar, but still going to be able to let Incineroar kind of extend those combos, but probably not enough to really matter. So, the interesting with stage pick is that you don't always get exactly what you want. Like, we are not on Smash.
Yeah.
We are not on Ooh, recovers on this stage, but kind of holds it in there. Great job not to get.
Nice revenge, too.
Yep. See him. I recently watched the B movie.
Nice turnaround, up
smash.
smash. Taking the first blood off Shy and showing that Bright is ready to just keep moving with that same momentum, even if Shy is speeding ahead.
Absolutely.
This really is unstoppable force meets immovable object. Wow, that up smash did not.
Is an unstoppable force, but Bright is immovable. Unless you were saying it's the other way around.
No, I was saying Bright is the immovable.
Good, good.
His force is unstoppable, so maybe it's more of the unstoppable force and the immovable object together.
Yeah, true, true. Watching, I haven't seen the B movie in a minute, but I watched it. And it's funny because they do make all like the bees, like when they get pollen, like the pollen gets all over them, and that's all I have been able to think about when I see Incineroar with Revenge.
Revenge, that's really
it
funny.
looks like pollen's all over him.
He's
a bee.
I like started laughing. I wish the camera could have seen it because I was like, where could this anecdote possibly be going?
I know.
I was like, Parker, it's Winners Finals. We can't talk about the B movie.
But hey, this pollen is towering up. He's you know, this gameplay looking sweet as honey.
I guess I did say sting like a bee. That's my fault.
True, true. Not exactly the most sweetest recovery.
Like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Jellyfish.
Sting like a jellyfish. Float like a graceful dove.
float like Sora.
Okay, Shy is waiting. Shy said, up a stock? You know the vibes.
He said, I'm not up a stocking.
Yeah, like then Bryce jumped in. Like, 2 stacks of revenge.
Double.
Masher.
He's got the honey.
There's
He's
no
got the
way.
ball.
There's no way he hit that button twice.
Slow down. Move your button. Move your hand to the A button.
100% he clicked that twice. Like, no way he got that read.
It's a double tap.
Maybe he did catch that read. Bryce is kind of built like that.
the
He
down
is
air.
built like that.
He's
He is
built
like
different.
that.
He gets those down airs. He hits those. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. You already know.
Like with Shy's 3-0 on Felix, it was like, okay, Felix just didn't really have it at
Not-
the time.
not at
Like
the
they were
moment.
not playing to it. They were like messing around with a few secondaries. They've coming out from a season of being pretty inactive, where it's like that. Like this is almost. Why is Adam rizzing the camera? Are you seeing this? It's like what? What?
He's going for that digital riz.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my
digital riz. Anyways, I was trying to say Bright coming up 2-0. I was like, this has been just a dominant showcase of his potential, I
The
guess.
Sonic just didn't quite work out, so we are.
This
seeing
is
the
kind of what I
Sora.
expected, that the Sora would come out in game 3, or in a set versus Felix, which I. Wait, if I just played Felix, right? My bad.
It's good.
Sorry, lying on the mic.
Whoa. We need to report this. This is a Christian Panther. Going for the downer.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you're just not gonna work on a character with a weird weight like Sora.
Bright is trying to turn this around here. Already at 156, but let's see what he can do. Gets
And
the
getting revenge again. Come on, no way.
Come on.
Yeah, so you did. I'll be like right into Thundagi. You gotta know that's coming. You gotta know
He's
when
got
that's
his
coming.
head in the clouds, and that'll make him lose his stock.
I really was expecting the jump side B. Because like if you put someone in a tech situation on the platform, it's so game over
Yep. What do you do?
when you're in set. Like you just cash out with the kill and leave.
Yep.
Part of it, like the only other thing that you want to just make people less wary of the tech situation, so you can pick them up in a more clutch mode in the game.
Not looking great right now. Maybe the time get used to this change in matchup, change in speed. But Shy is doing a great job. Definitely just a character that Shy is more comfortable with, you know? Someone that we've seen more as cool as Sonic could have been. Well, as you said. Oh.
Oh, that was an insane string, but didn't really lead to anything. Shy is coming out on top pretty strong here. Again, I think it showed that not only the matchup change, but the mentality change of switching to their main is doing. It's paying off in dividends, really.
And we've seen Bright kind of try to revenge that Thundagi. Both times that he's tried to pay attention to it, I don't think it's worked. Very
I think it can, though.
I'm sure it can. Maybe just a timing thing. What an up air.
I would say, well, wow. Yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Falling up air.
That was
It's
extremely dominant.
He's moving.
Extremely dominant showcase
Hit him with like
from
a
Shy.
crossover there. He's balling. Moving on to this game forward.
Yeah, they just put on a really like dominant showcase there.
And you know, hey, maybe it was a pity game.
Pity game. Yeah, everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
I got you. I'll make it look like you're gonna get a 3-stock, and then I'll beat you game 4.
Yeah. Game 4
or
Bright is real, by the way.
Is
Game
real.
4 Bright is real.
Let's see.
Hey. Game 4 Bright is real. Adam, stop rizzing. Shout out to Ashley, Adam's girlfriend, he said. She is not watching.
She should be.
Someone earlier was like, Adam is the kind of straightforward guy you really need in your life. I'm like, I need Adam.
Oh yeah. Who doesn't?
All right, Dom is up, but it's 15 seconds in the game. What are you?
He's winning.
Wow. Okay, Barry Junior fingers. There's something to talk about.
Yeah. He's been hitting those Cheeto fingers.
Like you said, I think not only is Game 4 Dom real, he's turning up the heat. Let's just say that.
Gets the jab. That's a frame 5 jab. He is feeling it. No one goes for a jab unless they know they got something cooking.
Yeah. Oh, no.
He's got it. There we go.
I don't know. Shy kind of coming back a little bit.
He's staying alive. I'm gonna need to
There's that
really.
fruit,
It's survival of the fittest. Brian takes the
I
first
said all the
stock.
wrong spell words. I was like, there's that
It's
Thundaga.
one of
And I'm
them.
like, wait, no, it's not that one. It's the other one, Fraga. I'm like, wait, no, it's Blizzaga.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I know Kingdom Hearts, I swear.
There's something about 3 names being succession.
The counter came out!
30%! He's dead at 30! He's
Dead at 30.
Oh my word!
Local Sora player found dead at 30.
Oh my word! What a
Police, I have to file a murder.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
But not for me.
Boom! You're dead at 30. Shy,
That had to have been a... I don't even know if that was a read or if that was just what Bright was always going to do no matter what. Because sometimes you can't really tell.
He is the immovable
Sometimes
force.
his brain worms cannot be conditioned. It's insane.
Absolutely. Oh my word. You love to see it. Incineroar doing what he was made to do.
Yeah, kill at 30.
Kill at 30.
Kill sub 50 every stock.
And he's already at 57. Let's see if he can kill at 57. Not quite 30.
All right. Again, Shy holding their own for sure. All right, there's that.
Got revenge.
Oh,
no revenge.
No revenge.
No pollen. He took the pollen straight from him.
Wow, very definitely low profiling that. Insane movement from Shy.
Yeah, those
Caught up by
floating
the up
characters
smash,
are so tricky, but right
It actually
now,
was kind of. It was actually kind of floating. It was kind of working from earlier. Oh no! I was saying the down tilt up air like kept working out really well. Oh, the read! Bright is in their brain. He's just searching for the kill here. I was like running back with like throw insane. All right, let's see if Shy can take the kill off of Freeze. No, not yet. The dog is probably gonna do some work again. But Bright has adapted. He moved right past it. Can Bright take this kill now? Wow, up air already almost doing the job. There's that forward air, more than welcome to do the trick.
Yeah, Bright just showing that GCU is his home and he is on this team. And if it was a home, he's in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, he's cooking.
Always.
Oh, that was so well played by Shy, especially that first Sora game. But Bright is now moving on to Grands, and Shy is probably about to make a tear through losers. So, in fact, why don't we review something? Let's see who's even in losers.
True, true. Always good to update, see who's been winning, who's been losing. Because that is what we're here for. Winners and losers. There is no other. Just kidding. We will all have fun.
Do or do not.
Do or do not. There is no ties.
So Felix and Desi, as well as Reflex and Cyclone. Reflex and Cyclone are supposedly already playing. Chat, is this true?
Let's see.
This is true.
Just ended.
Cyclone won? Wow.
Okay. Great play by Cyclone.
So let me refresh the page, and then we'll see what the score was.
It'll be different.
Who won? So I saw Cyclone won, but how much? What was the set?
Reflex didn't have a Bible verse in his
Reflex
name.
quote Reflex. He said I ran out of juice. 3-0. Wow, Cyclone is back.
Oops. But
It really is coming down to the top 4 seeds if Felix pulls out a win.
hey,
in this
whoever
next
seeded
set.
did a good job.
Yeah,
Where's Tom at? And whoever else helped.
you good one. I helped a little bit by that. I mean, like me and Shai stood behind Tom while he did it, and we gave our opinions on the highest seeds, and no one else.
I'd love to see the bottom people.
Yeah,
Because
you're looking at him.
I get to put myself as the 67th seed.
Yeah. Hello, please put me as the 3rd seed. I will get 3rd place.
I will. Don't worry. Trust.
I would
it.
like to play O Tour for my round 1, please. Thank you.
Please. I'd like to.
And 1 Tour for my round 2.
And then
Thank you.
lose. I mean, when was the last time you played in an FFF?
Year. I played at SSS, so last spring.
Yeah. I know.
And that was the only one in the entire year, by the way.
We gotta have one where they let us play.
Yeah.
I don't think they can, but it would be funny.
Yeah, that SSS was the last event I had played in since, and yeah, there was no FFF I played in that year. I only missed one other FFF in that entire last year, so the entire last 2 semesters, and this semester I haven't missed one, because the only one that I missed was I went to Level Up Expo in Vegas.
Fancy.
Which was awesome.
That sounds very cool.
Thanks, Dad, if you're watching.
We
Which you probably are, usually.
Go!
Felix go with the Joker pick, and Desi with the Wolf pick. So kind of.
Okay, I feel dumb. I think I know who Desi is. Oh, okay, so I'm hearing that Desi is a Wi-Fi player, and that this is their first ever local. That is awesome, because they are now, what, top 4?
Oh wow. See,
No, not quite yet, but close. They're guaranteed top 8, that's for sure.
that's awesome. Just shows maybe playing online is good for something.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting word that like they searched for ages and could not possibly find them on StarGG. So yeah, this is probably their first local. That's awesome. I mean,
The MK Leo.
Yeah. Yeah, you love to see that. No, if it was the MK Leo, it would have killed.
True. Should have down smashed, even though it wouldn't have killed him.
What the?
Look at him. Where did he go?
What was that? What was that movement?
All right, I'm out. Big back.
Okay, Desi still takes the first kill. Dude, it would be hype if Desi got an interview or something.
The new
That would
Mrs.
be-
Obama.
Yeah, this is true. This is the second part of the Mrs. Obama saga. I told that story last week, but it's always fun. Where it's just like random person who no one had heard of and no one could find the tag of, and their tag is Mrs. Obama, and then they run the entire event, and I think they get the grand, and everyone was like, "Who is this?" And then we only found out like weeks later that they were like super good. Someone said this is the 4th Felix game I've seen, and the 4th Felix character I've seen. Well, you're not ready yet.
There's gonna be 4 more to come. You got at least 3 games.
Hey, chat, if any of you guys know Desi, let me know.
Yeah, like Decimal, but without the mole, because this is not minimal gameplay. He is climbing up their game. He is absolutely.
Yeah, he is actually pulling ahead pretty strong here now that I'm thinking about it.
Still on his first stock, has Felix at 62. But Arsene will do it.
Oh, Desi disconnected, but Felix said, no worries. So they're probably just going to reset. Sometimes the adapters do that.
It was right after a stock, so it didn't, I don't think
It
affect
literally
anything,
didn't matter. Yeah.
which is good.
That's kind of the best time to have it. I mean, obviously no time.
Game
All right,
game
let's see what Felix can bring to the table, because they are starting to fall behind.
That gun not quite gonna send that the right way.
Done? No. He has this leg strap on pretty strong here, but definitely moving. Okay, again, the movement has been.
He's got the gun, the forward edge. Okay. Joker is popping off. I think he's such a cool character.
He's very cool.
I've never played Persona, but I think Joker's sick. Good
Run
jump
up
read.
smash, by the way.
Yeah, great
Run up
jump read.
smash.
And Felix pulling ahead. Still definitely, for someone that we haven't seen this, just proving that.
Oh, so I saw Zach say earlier in chat, Felix can show me how to not lose this matchup to Desi, and I was like, oh, so he knows Desi. And I asked him, okay, who Chad knows Desi? And he said, I know Desi because it was literally my round 1. And I was like, oh, my fault.
My bad. Felix definitely just getting those reads, definitely showing that an adaptation. Stuck it straight, held on to that second stock, even finishing out that game 1.
She really just ran away with the lead there. Wow.
Literally, I just got that momentum, you know, maybe started a little slow, just like Reggie Gigas. But after that slow start, that's when you start to pop off.
Yeah.
And so, definitely something we saw there.
Guys,
We'll see if that adaptation can carry on.
No way you are advertising Persona in my chat. Just kidding, I like Persona.
I don't know if I'll ever play Persona, but Joker's cool.
Yeah.
Persona's like an RPG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a calendar RPG, I guess I would say.
Okay.
Joker again, a catchy Joker. Oh, red Joker. Okay, respectable.
Ooh. I was not allowed to play Joker with my brothers because he was apparently too overpowered.
That's really funny.
And we knew nothing about like tier lists or anything.
But
It was clear.
I was playing Street Fighter 5 at a birthday party like 2 years ago. I was playing M Bison, literally just doing like the low heavy, which is a little slide across the floor, and like occasionally the little psycho drive or whatever it's called. And they were like, M Bison is really good. I stopped playing M Bison. So I was like, okay. And I played Ken, who was my main. So I I was just messing up the rotation for like 3 hours.
He said, oh, up there, I have another character. What forward air from Arsene. Not even Joker. That was all Arsene. Gotta love it. I always wish that Joker didn't have Arsene because then I would be allowed to play with my
Woo!
brothers.
Say the track down up air up smash. Oh, they gotta turn off pausing on these switches. I know it can be done. I actually did. I did wish Joker was first left, just because I wish he was a better percentage. The trickster. Not gonna talk my truth now, though.
What did the other personas do? I thought it was just Arsene.
No, so the protagonist gets persona can use multiple. That's like the whole. That's like the whole thing. So I thought he would have like Jack Frost or like. Anyways, off
Jack
track.
Frost, like the
Like in
fairy
Rise
tale.
of the Guardians.
Yeah.
The hit movie.
The hit movie that I actually.
Hey!
I didn't.
You intentionally watched for free.
It was a complete accident, and it was on YouTube, and I didn't know. I was a kid.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do you accidentally do that? And where could you have
I
found
didn't
it?
pirate
YouTube.
it. I didn't pirate it.
Someone else did.
Someone else did,
You
and
happened.
I unknowingly watched
You were
it.
a victim, if anything. I mean, they can't blame you for that.
My mom and I one day. It was just me and her. And
Did it have like the borders? You know what I'm talking about? Because I did that when I was like I want to watch Dragon Ball. And then there's like arcade cabinet borders. Yes, I don't know. Anyways, this is literally losers' quarters, by the way. Joker Wolf.
what a man. What a man. Desi pulling ahead in this game so far. Already has Felix down
I
to
feel like
the last spot.
kind of was last. Not do that before Felix completely ran away.
Oh, not
Sorry,
quite
it's late.
Yeah, Arsene on deck though. Still, Tap gets that first stock. It still has Arsene. That can be so useful. We'll see how he can capitalize.
Oh, the read!
The
That was
movement.
knowing to grab there. Alright.
Platform grabs are something beautiful.
Yeah.
Still, Arsene finally going away.
Like I said, like I literally just pointed out, of like, yeah, Desi was up by a lot, but Felix is starting to run back away with this now.
Absolutely.
Showing no sign to stop it. Oh, all right, that might be a
Good
sign to
jump
stop
read.
it. My bad, chat.
Still, Felix making it back to stage. Not quite going to be at Arsene. Slowly creeping up. We'll see it. I can definitely change it.
With the tether.
Great tech still.
Oh, nice from
Scoops
Desi.
him with the up smash. Yeah, the movement from Felix there. Absolutely.
She just run back to PSP every game.
Hey, it's a very neutral stage, and we've seen it kind of working out for both players, as we've seen in both games being so similar, but obviously just a different outcome on each. Or the same. Oh, yeah. So 1-1 is the set count at the moment. This is a best of 5, so we can have up to 3 more games of this. Interesting switch. We are seeing the switch from Joker
So
to
I
Z
actually
to
called
Samus.
this out last set when they were playing who was it, Shot? Or Cyclone. It was Shot. And I was like, maybe ZSS comes out? And here it is. Because when Shy was talking about how Felix might go ZSS. Or no, Shy was talking about how they're afraid to play Felix. Or not afraid, but it was kind of just like, this is obviously would be the hardest set they could play. They said, oh, and if unless Felix goes ZSS, then it's over, and I won't say for free. So I actually don't know what they meant. I was like, did they mean that it'd be throwing the matchup, or did they mean that they don't know how to play against ZSS? Like, who is winning? I don't know. Tell me. I still don't know, Shy. Tell me now if you're hearing this.
In a game where most people play just one character in a tournament, it is. I feel like I always forget that, like, people still play as friendly. You experiment with characters. And clearly, the Zero Suit Samus must not be crusty because that first stock is very important.
Yeah, and I mean, and who are the players you see do that more than anybody? Schroeder and Felix, pretty much the uncontested top 2 in the state for like years. Krupp has come up now to that spot. But Felix has like never not been in top 3 contention. Of course, she didn't come off a big break, but hey, bad. Nice.
Ooh, getting all the reads here, especially the jump reads. I think that's something that's a lot more prevalent as we move on in these matches and in this bracket, is being able to get those small reads that are more movement-based rather than just rolls or spot dives.
Yeah. Or jumps.
Or jumps. Just the extension of that.
I mean, yeah, like we can see, for example, how these two keep just from running in and arm's length, but Felix, because of that laser weapon, is able to capitalize a lot more on the interactions.
Yeah, once more gets that.
Nice flip kick. No, I was like, no kill there.
Still gets the back air.
Yeah.
He is cooking.
So yeah, you just completely read the movement in the air from Destiny. Like you were saying.
Ooh.
Like she wasn't reading a jump there. She was reading aerial drift.
Already Felix up one full stock, just like we saw in the first game almost, but still, it hasn't really seen ever bad for Felix in this game. Must be, oh, it's that backer. It's interesting because to some extent, you know, if you play a different character in this game, you might not have as much comfortability or experience with the character, but it still makes it difficult because the opposing player is going to have to adapt.
Strong.
Yes, if you spend 2 games getting used to Joker and then you play DSO, it's a little similar, but unfortunate SD there for Desi.
Especially because, like we were saying, Felix is one of the few players in this game who definitely has that counter pick heavy potential to just completely moving across the map of character picks. Like even now, even though they're now up a game, you might still want to switch characters because just because we saw that Desi was kind of getting that adaptation, like you were pointing out.
Oh yeah, just always mix it up.
So he was pretty close to clutching that back.
Very true. And we
there
will
it
see that
is.
switch. Fox.
There's Fox.
The classic.
She said I'm closing this out now. It's game 4. We're not going to game 5. No more games. No more games.
Nope. Goodbye. That is so true. Starting to once this game could be it. Still Desi starting up strong with a quick 45. Let's see what Felix can do. These very spaced Star Fox characters. A very interesting addition, almost, just because I know Star Fox wasn't quite as popular as Nintendo's other games, but I'm assuming in 64, it wasn't. You really want to represent everything, so it's a very cool character to see kind of like the progression of Fox and how the popularity is more in this game than in Fox's actual game.
Yeah. Star Fox was in his flagship Nintendo series, and now he is a Smash Brothers character.
Yep. Already see that with that air up smash, the classic co-confirm.
I kind of love Fox because of Felix, like watching them play.
Very fun.
It's true.
Very fast-paced match where just a little over a minute in, already 2 stocks for both players. High percent forward air, back air. Such a
Say, was
strong
that forward air or back air? That's pretty funny.
What a combo. Wolf is such a intuitive character that's just so strong, and that just really shows, especially in combos like that, where you get those 2 hitters.
I mean,
Speaking
of 2 hitters.
Straight to the nair up smash for the 2nd time. Felix pulling ahead.
Going ahead indeed, but is that extra credit going to be on the board? I mean, Laser, I guess, does a little bit.
The Wolf might beat the Fox in the food chain, but it is not looking like that at the moment in this match.
Yeah, I mean, especially because, again, this is a match point. Felix could just go to Loser's semi straight from here.
It's a quick advance, save a little bit of energy. Ooh, I think that was in there.
Nice read. That was a jump, right?
I think so. Very forward though.
Caught by the forward tail. But as I was asking if extra credit would be on the table, here it is, 83% to 10. Felix can definitely bring this back, but they are going to have to play it safe and really just somehow stop Desi from rushing in at this point. Because Desi's clearly not afraid to approach, like at all.
No. Definitely a scary situation here.
It would be good to make him afraid to approach, but like, yeah, I don't know if that's something you should condition out of him.
Yeah, get him forward tilt, getting Felix off stage. Doesn't quite get the tech chase.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite get the tech chase either for Desi.
Nice!
Great scramble.
Throwing that up smash to cover the landing. There it is. Felix wins 3-1.
The third F smash of the game.
But a very strong and impressive run from Desi here at FFF.
Absolutely. So very cool to see people kind of
Yeah.
show up like that. And
Sorry,
just
I was doing the
pop off.
gamer link thing.
It is true. It is true. So absolutely, like you said, just great to see players come out. Players like Desi just coming in for the first time and just popping off is very cool to see. And then people that we've seen, you know, multiple times, like Felix, just being able to come back and really perform in something that is just very fun to watch. So great play by both players. Desi is dripped out. Can respect the ice, the drip.
Dude, yeah, is that a crucifix? That's how.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a gold chain and then a gold crucifix. That's like actually kind of dope.
Absolutely.
Now
dripped out.
losers semis.
Ooh.
Wait, no, this is the losers finals, right? Am I mistaken? No, because Shy is waiting in losers finals.
This is
So this is loser semis, Felix and Cyclone.
Ooh.
Hello. Okay. Yeah.
Camp them out. Ooh. I always like seeing who we're gonna play because you never.
Oh, Ben's
know.
got it. Ben's got it. Ben's the GOAT. What were you saying?
Yeah. I'm more of a person that likes to just kind of play random people and see what
See
I
what's
can
fun.
because with so many characters, why would you just pick a few?
Yeah.
I like to kind of go on little runs of, oh, I'm playing Lucas this week, and then I find out that Lucas is a masher,
Yeah.
and I like Lucas, but
I like Lucas now.
I like that's crazy. I can win.
Oh, we're actually starting already.
Ooh,
They do not wait. There's no rest for the wicked.
not at all.
Here they are. It is Cyclone Felix. Again, I'm wondering I wonder if Felix is down for with his character members. Like you said, it is probably literally just a factor of, oh, I want to have fun with this character. This character.
So I think my thought was always like, I want to be at the point where I can feel comfortable playing any character, and so I don't get bored. And I think that's definitely the case. Some people have an easier time playing just one character. I feel like I get a little bored personally, but that's also maybe why I don't win.
I say, there's a reason why we are back here. And they're over there.
Oh yeah.
TD's over there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no.
Plunger's a very weird instance of a command grab, as we were talking
It's
about.
not. It's not technically a command grab because the command grabs are like
a grab.
like Ridley's side B. If it's a command grab, whereas this is a standard grab. It's just a tether grab.
Yeah. It is a very
It's a la Samus's grab
yes.
or Pac-Man.
So very interesting just with how it lingers and kind of lowers.
This command grab not only outside of being just a command, they're also usually like dude, no way. No contest.
He said misfire, slap, killed him. That was the cheesiest kill we've seen all night.
No contest.
That is so funny. He's like, and what can you do?
Hey, it happens.
What can you
it
do?
happens. It happens.
That's unfortunate.
What does one do?
In tune with his inner Luigi. You can just get those on command. Oh my goodness.
He manifested. No, he got 3 in a row, by the way, last week.
Really?
Which I do think is like a 1 in 10,000 chance or something. So,
Hey.
all I'm saying is hit the casinos once you get the bid.
That's what I'm saying.
Hit the slots.
These Luigi players gotta start gambling. matchup.
Wait, did Simply Turtles just win Street Fighter? That's hype.
Oh, wow. Let's go. GC pops off always. Yeah, we didn't quite get to see Simply Turtles.
Or maybe
in the
Turtles. I don't know.
ultimate bracket, but
Actually, I should like a check because the bracket link is at the palm of my hands.
we have everything.
We have everything we could
It's a
ever ask
world
for.
of opportunity. Very close to start. Sticking with ZSS, which is a very fun pick. Definitely just a character, which is good. We'll see if that can be more fruitful and competitive side of things. Has Luigi off stage, but once more, Luigi, I am a firm believer that Luigi does not have a bad recovery if you don't play a character that
Well, that means he has a bad recovery. You're like, if you don't play the characters that can counter it, well,
well,
what about all the characters that can?
I just mean, like, I feel like there's some, like, Cloud, like, no matter who you play, you can probably
Yeah,
get guard.
Clyde is a bad recovery. Luigi has like a mid recovery.
Yeah, we're like,
Where it's like, it's exploitable.
but it's not.
It's
not Dr. Mario.
It's really just his upbeat. It does a lot of like routines that I don't know what. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh.
Gets that back air. I love those Rars. They're so smooth. You can definitely see Felix has definitely played this game before. He's very comfortable.
Yep. All right. Gliding around by cyclone.
Goes for the back throw flip kick. The classic.
Everybody's still.
Ooh, gets the
Wow.
weird little hit of that.
No kill though. Oh.
Gets him off stage. Goes for the downer. Ooh, tries to catch the run-in. Gets the berry. That
Nice!
should
The
do
berry
it.
into up smash, and it is now 1-1.
Great up smash there.
But for now, we're actually going to take
Very,
a brief break, and I mean brief.
yes, very brief.
I mean,
So, maybe get some a quick drink of water, stay hydrated. You know how it is.
okay, so we are going to break. I was just confirming,
Just making
and
sure.
we will be right back. Sorry, again, don't panic. We'll figure this out. I don't know what's going on. We'll see. Bye bye. I told you the break would be brief, and we're already right back into it. It is Game 3 of Cyclone versus Felix.
Oh yeah.
Now, this set has been hot so far, but it can get even hotter. I mean, look at the losers at the semis.
Luigi is hot already. I can't stop staring at him. What?
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 Now I know that sounds bad.
I know that.
Come on.
I've got like a Luigi like plush, like a small Luigi plush that I've had since I was like 8, and I've brought it to GCU every year, and it stands at like I have this little like I don't know what you call it, it's like a bookshelf that I found at like a book store.
Yeah.
And so I can always have comfort. It's always nearby. All that to say, I'm a big Luigi fan. I think it's Luigi.
They should call you Big Luigi.
Big Luigi fan. True. I'd play Luigi, but I personally am not a big fan of him in this game.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go back to Nintendo 64.
I want them to lean even more into him being a grappler. I think it would be awesome. Because the only like true grappler is Vincent, and then there's semi-grappler DK. Like DK's a grappler, yeah, I would say. And then Luigi has a grab-based playstyle.
Yeah, I do not like his grab. I don't think he should have a tether grab. As cool as it is that it's like Luigi's Mansion.
I think it should be either vacuum or the plunger.
Yes. True.
That's for one.
Luigi still, even in this game, is probably one of the best he's ever been.
Yeah.
But I guess despite that, I grew up playing Luigi on Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
and so it just doesn't feel the same. I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough.
Where I'm like,
Wow.
why?
Closing out that next game. All right,
Yeah.
now 2-1.
2-1. My brothers didn't know. I don't think we didn't know how to shield, and so we didn't know that grab beat shield, so I would just grab them.
That's funny.
And like
Yeah.
that is why I would beat my brothers. Because
Whoa.
I'd play Luigi and I would strictly just grab, throw, and then up B. And I think they hated me for it. But that's something that like you kind of can do, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same. It feels a lot more like forced and not as like counter meta. Like you play Luigi, you have to grab. It's almost cliche. Whereas I felt like I was different. I was like,
you were innovative at the time, but
no.
now everyone else got on. It's cramping
I
your
know.
style.
It's like, oh, you're telling me I wasn't the only one grabbing with Luigi? Like, come on. I think that's like something that's so fun with this game. Is just being able to like innovate in your own sense. Like sure, people have thought of stuff, but you still can kind of experiment on your own, kind of innovate on your own, kind of come to have your own unique playstyle, which is such a cool thing. Having so many characters, so many moves, so many things really.
Okay, I was like catching the berry from on top of the platform.
Going just for style, looking like.
Yeah.
There's two types of Zero Suit Samuses in the world: those who sauce and those who do not.
Yeah. Two types of plays.
Two types of
Really?
players in the world. So true.
Those who play to win and those who throw.
Yep.
Throw for content.
Little reverse up smash there from Cyclone. Making that look like a big noggin there for Luigi. If there's one disappointment I had with the Mario movie is that they downplayed Luigi.
So one of my friends, they're like brave, beautiful hot takes. He's like, well, it's because he was replacing the damsel role that Peach is usually in. And if anything, wow, the footstool, wow, in the loser semis, by the way. Anyways,
Got him.
and they're like, well, if anything, he has more screen time, but she was in that role. And I was like, well, I think they're both main Mario characters, so they should both just have screen time. I don't know. Anyways, ZSS, not a Mario character.
The thing with Mario is like, Peach is Peach. And so she's like, well, she is like the damsel.
Wow, Cyclone.
Ooh.
Not quite ending the game yet, but that Cyclone is going to go a long way. Trying to catch an up smash. Again, really just searching for this kill now. Luigi can have a bit of trouble in this kind of situation, especially because Felix has enough room to take a kill herself. But Cyclone is not letting up, and that's
That
second time's the charm.
That'll take the set.
3-1 for Cyclone.
Luigi.
Yeah. All right, I will be right back. Entertain everyone.
I'll get to talk about Peach. So, if you've played Super Mario 2, you can play as Peach. And Peach can float, and that's kind of broken.
Alright guys, I'm back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Have you played Super Mario 2?
I have played Super Mario 2.
Who do you play?
Mario.
Oh, I was talking about how Peach is broken.
Why?
Because you can float,
That's messed up.
but it's Peach.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What's the best hot take on a Mario game?
Mario Party isn't that good of a game series.
Really?
Yeah,
You
not
played
well designed.
Have you played Mario Party 4?
I have not. Wait,
That's
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
On the GameCube?
I actually like that. I like the old one
There,
better.
there you go.
Wait, no,
the
I
new
need
ones,
this.
the new ones are not the same.
Yeah, that's
Mario
true.
Party 4, you get
Alright.
the pets. They're better. They're always infinitely better. Good, good.
Hey, love you, Tom. He loves me too.
What's
They don't know that though, because I can't hear him.
What's
Not
your,
anymore.
what's your
What were
favorite?
you guys talking about?
Mario Party. I asked
Oh.
him what his hot take was on a Mario game, and he said Mario
What?
Party isn't good. And I said,
Oh yeah, because I for some reason only just processed that Felix got eliminated from the tournament. I was like, oh, I guess
Ooh.
that makes sense.
I think Mario Party is still really fun, and I love Mario Party. But
Yas.
I love like the older Mario parties are so much better.
I don't think that's a hot take. I feel like that's the general opinion of the Mario Party community. The only like hot take you could possibly have is like, I think the ones with the car are good.
Yeah, literally. Like Mario Party 4, Mario Party 3 are so good. I think like because you can have the little guys that follow you and then you duel too. And then like the mini games, you get stuff like the storybook one, whatever. It's like that's a good game.
Wow. I will never be. I will never not be impressed by Cyclone's ability to hit those. The aerial like sweet spot upbeat. Like, is it not as hard as it looks? It looks hard.
I feel like it's hard.
Because grounded, you can kind of get your spacing down. Yeah. Where you only will go for it when you.
It just adds that dimension of like vertical. Like
Yeah.
you can't be too high, you can't be too low.
So I was like, because there's no way the sweet spot is active for that long.
Oh,
right?
not at all, not at all. It really is something that you have to do, so it is
Oh.
definitely more difficult.
I have seen that happen far too many times. Of him only getting misfires when it sends him under the stage.
Unfortunately. Well, see, it always trades so much priority on that side B.
Yeah. I did not. I was not sure that Sonic Up Smash was going to reach that platform. It's interesting to see what it was.
Yeah, good option coverage.
Yeah, 'cause I'm sure that Luigi's won. I guess Sonic jumps because Sonic is broken.
Ooh, yeah, it gets that nair extension into that down B. And that's something that looks so funny with Luigi. He just kind of floats above you for a second, and then he dies. Yeah, Shy, the I'm floated, but Luigi also is a
Uh-oh.
floating character himself.
They both make me back. I was like, people underrate that Blue Hedgehog as one of the best.
True. So far.
Because it doesn't have like all of the properties you think of like normal good recoveries. Besides just like, oh, it's vertical.
It goes up.
Far. I was like, it goes really far, and just between that and jumping zero dodge, it's just hard to. He's just one of the first characters I think of when I think of like the the characters are hard to stop. Or like even if you stop the recovery, like how do you
You spike Sonic after Sonic hits the spring and goes up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same with Mega Man. Where it's like, this sucks.
Or Pac-Man.
Yep. Yeah, there's rapping with that down B. That'll take the first game.
Shy is the one who sent Cyclone to lose.
Luigi.
No. Reflex did like
A million
4
years
hours ago.
It's true.
Oh,
It's been a while, but Cyclone.
been a minute.
Cyclone is not giving up. Just continued to move on. So, did they have that run back? I think they did.
Yeah.
Cyclone able just to come back and it just show like of course Reflex is a great player, but like Cyclone pop off. And so we'll see how that carries on in the finals. Already has the first game, and this is the second time we've seen Shy playing Sonic against like a slower character.
Yeah.
Luigi, of course, is not as slow as Isidore, but I think it's somewhat similar. Of like, there's obviously the option to camp out Sonic, using Sonic, which I'm very glad that Shy has not been doing, which I think is very exciting.
Are they improving?
Ooh, big up smash there. I think that just carries so much range, and a lot of things in the Sonic matchup are just timing. Like, if you can time when Sonic's going to approach you, when Sonic's going to have that open shot, there's not a ton of range on a lot of Sonic's moves, so you really just have to time them correctly, get those trades maybe where you need it. Which is something that Cyclone definitely is taking advantage of. Yeah, mashing hard enough on that down B, getting able to get that last hit.
You seem relatively informed about Luigi. Do you have anything to say about this matchup?
So another reason I don't like Luigi is how linear he is.
We've discussed that.
Which we've discussed. And so linear is very much a character of just like rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Zair, fireball. Zair,
It really just means like
fireball.
having an extremely stable game, which can be a benefit.
Yeah, very stable. And then you limit the amount of important interactions to the ones where the other person gets bored essentially enough to where you're like, not bored, but maybe like impatient enough to where like, oh, I need to like make it open and win. Especially in this kind of matchup where neither character has a projectile. And so even as much as Sonic is going to want to kind of do those poke options, Luigi's still going to have more lingering hitboxes, and then the one projectile is there and fireball that is going to give him the advantage of that.
Yeah.
And so all you can really do is run down the clock, but it's really hard to build up percent on Luigi, which is a character that can scrap extremely well.
That's what I was noticing in Shy's previous set. That as I had mentioned, they had joked of like, oh, I want to go to time. But I was like, they haven't really even had the opportunity to because they're always behind. On the first stock, they get chipped out first. Wow, no tech. I was like, in the first stock, they were opponent always built up the chip first, and they aren't able to really bring back that deficit. And so the opponent just kind of keeps slowly building up on that over time, and it's like,
Yeah.
like I said, there's no room to play defensive, and again, obviously, like Sonic does not actually want to be winning.
Luigi.
Yeah, my thought is like this matchup is winning for Luigi unless Sonic really wants to win.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing Sonic and you really want it and you are willing to kind of like both get through stocks and camp the other person out, I think then there's it's like, oh, okay, Sonic can run away from Luigi. But if you are being forced to interact with Luigi, Luigi just has faster hitboxes and is going to rack up damage better. Like we see here.
We're seeing
the
right now,
second
yeah.
Luigi gets in straight to 69%, and then you're off. And Sonic's recovery doesn't have any hitboxes right away. And that's just, you know, kind of a reason for Luigi there. Still daring out of combos straight into down B. We've seen a lot of those on the platform.
So we discussed earlier that when Cyclone was playing Reflex, that he just didn't really have any like instant burst options. It's just like something to close the gap quick and like from that distance. Whereas like now it's almost the opposite, where it's like it's just Shy having a bit of time to make the most out of getting in. Cyclone's able to catch up. They're having a good laugh. Hey, okay, the big thing with mentality probably helps with just like playing a character for fun. That footstool! Oh,
What is he doing? Oh my goodness, that
Did
was
he air dodge after that, by the way? Like, what? What was he
Yeah.
doing?
That was nasty. I've never seen that before, but it makes me want to play Luigi.
Hey, we talked about ults earlier. We talked about two characters with some bad ults. For real. Sonic with some really bad ones. Luigi's just alright.
Luigi
Nice.
just aren't
Cyclone
enough.
takes that 3-0. Really strong performance. And, I thought you were floated. That's fair, that's fair.
That'll do it.
It's,
That'll do it.
They said, I want to go home. And I went, okay, fair.
You're getting a little late, in just a little bit.
Oh, it's Grants. Hey.
Yeah, we are moving on to the
We've
most
we've reset like
set.
almost every week, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Grants.
Well, we can hope. When?
He said, sounds good, sounds good.
I can do it. I can do it.
Luigi.
Bright, do you win these? Okay. Cyclone, do you win these? Do you win these? Okay. So Bright said tonight, and then Cyclone said maybe.
I've seen
I'm
Bright.
glad the humility we have from our players.
It's good. I've seen Bright play Luigi's Mansion.
We're going
so
into grand finals of FFF number 98.
He's
Let's get
played every
pumped.
Luigi's Mansion.
Let's
He
get
knows the
hyped.
matchup.
He does know the Luigi's Mansion matchup. One of my favorite all-time moments when he was my roommate was I came back to the apartment and he was just on like hunched over on a CRT playing Luigi's Mansion in his church clothes. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get pumped. All right.
As you do after.
Wow, they did a little bit of button check. Now, all right. Oh my goodness. All right, it's gonna be one of those games.
Yep.
I mean, the thing is, Bright is a combo fodder character, where it's like, so he does not want to be at 0 right now. And, okay, there we go. The combo breaker. That's the thing. Is that I was like, he has all these properties of a combo fodder character, being heavy especially, being slow at that. But he's got Revenge and Darkest Lair, which are two of the best combo breakers in the entire game, on the same character. That is disgusting that that's scooped from below the platform. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Nope, you're coming up. Get back down tilt. Oh my word. This is very true. Going back to right with church clothes playing Luigi's Mansion. Some of my fondest memories are getting home from church and playing old video games with my brothers. So I think it's definitely something nostalgic. Speaking of nostalgia, we're looking at
Yeah, I was saying,
all
Bright
of the
is
stuff
not
we've
an
seen before.
Bright is no old school player. He is going all in into his unconventional playstyle on his unconventional character to try and just put the mess on Cyclone and fast. Like we said, he is not intending to drop a set here.
We are moving fast. Right?
I just looked back and saw our old TD just going, and we both like paused it, and went, oh, and like waved, and I was like, it's so funny that we had the exact same reaction.
Bright is starting fast. He's got the old controller. Handmade.
That's true. You played on that for like 3 months.
That controller is iconic.
Yeah. The Bright
This is
controller.
why he wins.
Controller Johns are like one of my pet peeves. I'm like, come on.
It's the opposite.
No, I know it exactly. I was like, you can win on anything.
Literally. I need to come in here with one of those Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 64 controllers.
You can prove that certain controllers are better. Like games can be more effective than Procon, or like Box is more effective for like Box Kazi. Nobody's gonna say Box Kazi is bad and you're Johnny if you say you lost Box Kazi.
Yeah.
But saying that your like controller is worse than your old, like come on, just get it fixed then. I don't know.
Literally.
If it bothers you that much, a fob will not improve your bracket results.
I still play Shrek Super Slam with like a at least 10-year-old, 20-year-old game. Maybe like at least 10-year-old game controller. Big ugly. Ka-ching, bing bong.
Yeah, Cyclone is showing just how volatile this matchup can be. I mean, we saw Bright take the pretty early kill last time, and now Cyclone is already doing his second
The
string.
SDI.
He already got 1-0 to death, but going for another. That is gonna hurt a lot, especially on town. Oh
Gets
my!
the footstool.
He does not want to stay.
He does not. Oh
He
my
said
word.
it is late.
The composure. He had it in the bag. He knew what he
It's
was
the
doing.
weekend.
I love intentional footstools. He said we're here.
I fished really good. The down air up smash. It's
He
up
is
air.
He is him. He is literally him.
This really has been Bright's FFF to win ever since Cyclone got sent to lose in the first place. So it is incredibly poetic that they would finally be playing it out in Grants here.
Oh, that forward is probably going to do it. Unless.
No, he's not making that. I know a dead instant when I see one.
True. Recovery's not quite going to make it.
Dude, back recoveries.
Hoping for the roll there. You see him SDIing a little bit.
And then has a SDing out then air dodging. He went for another one!
He wants it. He wants it. He needs it.
He is not letting up, and there's that up smash. We are now moving to last stock. Ladies
The
and
jump
gentlemen,
read.
will Bright pull it up to 2-0?
Gets the back throw.
Would be
He's
insane.
already off stage.
Yeah, I was saying he was already going for that side because it would kill him, by the way.
Oh.
The down tilt, I mean, the
There.
down taunt, they
Look
are
at him go.
they are going all out. We love to see two players playing at their peak performance, really just showing every example of how peak their game plans can be.
Yeah, they are in their element and they are ready to game. 122.
Wow, I thought he was dead. He parried the side B.
50%.
It doesn't
He's
kill just
living.
yet. And
Gets
the forward air takes him out.
Oh my goodness.
He is moving up to 2-0.
All the way to the end. He does not stop. That is
Right?
crazy. He is going deep for there, going for all of the marbles.
He is not waiting for this reset.
That's like in wrestling where they go out of the
out of
the ring.
I say he took him on top of the cell, threw him off the cell,
And then
body slammed to the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I love professional wrestling now. It's my favorite thing. We are moving to small battlefield. This could be the last game we have to give to you, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to give it my all. All right, because this could be the moment where Bright stops the reset for good and becomes the winner of FF number 98.
And a 3-0 nonetheless. We can only hope. And he's shown
He's
already.
He's
53,
already on
and
it.
he's dead.
And he's already dead! Brother, you touched him twice!
He doesn't even need it. He is in his bag.
His character is so whack!
Incineroar. You love to see it. Ooh.
Nice!
Now I'd like
Again,
to bring it back.
Cyclone is showing his stuff!
We are
Speak your truth!
we are going to have a game that gets hit where there are a total of 10 hits.
Okay, he is like, okay, I saw, not only is he SDIing, here, look at Don's camera. He is like, he's like whipping it around like Mario Kart. He's like, he's on motion controls right now, bro.
Oh, gets the up air. He's doing that. They're both playing Mario Kart, both with speed and with the momentum that comes with driving a car. Because both of these characters are hitting like a truck. He doesn't
Oh
get
my
the spike on the
God.
uppy. It is the last stock already.
This could be the end of FF number 98. Ladies and gentlemen, Bright is up 0-43. That up B!
The up B. Out of
I say
disadvantage.
one of his 3 strong reversals that side B could have been game over. Don't get caught off stage. He's still at early percent. He is still fodder for Luigi. He's got to get out of this percent or take the kill.
Gets the read
And
on the air
there
dodge,
it is!
and that takes it.
Winner of FFF number 98, Bright takes Cyclone 3-0 in grands. No chance for
Insane
a
read.
reset. He is
He
taking
had it. He knows.
He is doing everyone a favor and sending us home.
He has it
Wow.
all in the bag. What a gamer. Playing that
All right,
Luigi's
let's
Mansion.
do this interview nice and quick. We gotta get out of here. Yeah, do it now. No, yeah, no, we're getting out now. All right. Thanks so much for coming. First of all. Okay, hello, welcome. Sorry, jokes aside, welcome. Thanks so much for coming out. What do you want to say about your run, real quick?
I'm making PR, by the way.
I told them earlier you were going on the run, so it seems like you were committed to that, and I mean, you really showed your stuff. I mean, that was dominant.
Yes, let's go. Oliver, great guy. Really a lot of
Yeah.
respect for him. I mean, what's it called? He pulled through all the way back from beating Reflex.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of great players here. Desi, I don't know who you are, but great job. And then Felix, also great job. Shout out to all the GCU guys. Shane, hopefully we can have this room for longer next time. But
What I said was, ever since Cyclone got knocked to losers extremely early, and we didn't really see a lot of Felix on stream, so I didn't even know if they had actually showed up until like we were getting into top 16. It was really your tournament to win for a long time, so it was really poetic that you two were about to meet in Grands, and I was like, this is the guy who was going to take out Bright way earlier if he hadn't got knocked out by Reflex. And then you meet in Grands and you 3-0 him.
Yep.
And I was like, I guess you really wanted to get out of the room.
yes, because this is my last semester,
Yeah.
and I needed at least one more FFF because I got 5 now.
I was like, your first FFF win of the semester, 5th of your career, so you're just stacking them under your belt.
Yes, I just
One
want
One more for the full 6.
One more for the full 6. I was like, I'm continuing going to locals. Gonna get GCU on PR. It's gonna look great. Look good for the school.
Yeah, that would be. It would look. It would look pretty good for you too.
Yes,
but
of
that
course.
comes second, which I respect. I think that's pretty much all we have to say. If you have anything else, I mean, share your final thoughts.
I love Jesus.
Nice.
Nice. Have a good
That
night,
was
everybody.
divine intervention.
Mhm.
See you guys next time. Be back for FFF number 99. Only one more till 100. Goodbye.